It always helps when I turn on the microphone. And then we can get into the joys of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live back again. Shockingly, I know, Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. I was going to play some Uncharted 4 today, but I got a little bit of a headache, and generally those games give me a little bit of a headache, so the last thing I wanted was to only be able to play like an hour or so of Uncharted before I wanted to punch my screen. So back on into this. Last night I did a little bit of a side quest work. I think that might be the way we go forward with this. Being told it is a longer game, and you're not going to be missing anything basically story-wise or anything like that, but it keeps the pace up going nicely. Although you can remember yesterday, we still struck out trying to find some areas, but essentially what we got left is what I've set up to. We have to go to the factory, go the Chlamydia Tunnel, or the Chaldea Tunnel, however you want to say it, and then also drop on some stuff for the earthquake investigation, where we got to drop 3 monitors to check up where these earthquakes maybe are coming from. So the Chaldea Tunnel has one already, so we get to introduce ourselves to a whale frog, deal with him, and then we can drop these 3 little things off and see where that takes us. So as we go around in a bunch of circles, making up a little dirt, that's a nice little touch there. That's a nice little touch. I was trying to figure for the longest time, how do we get to the Chaldea Tunnel? And yesterday I realized that the Chaldea Tunnel, from last game, you get there by you get there by going to the Orbital Factory. I found that out yesterday because I went to the Orbital Factory to do a couple of quests, and that was sort of how it does. So off we go to the Orbital Factory, where we're going to go off into the basement of Zeiss. We bought everything we sort of need to go forward. There was really no new weapons, shockingly enough, but that's okay. Just take the stairs like a normal human being, right? We could all use the exercise. Make sure that there's nothing we're missing. Typical RPG. No, there's no chests waiting for us anywhere, which sort of sucks. But now I've realized, like, oh, is this the area we want to go to? I can't remember. I think we came through here. Now I don't remember. I think this is it. There we go. Okay, somehow we found it out of nowhere. So I don't know how that happened, but it's a good chest. So we remember this area, the wonderful, beautiful music, and we're gonna run into somebody. And also, I don't know if I can bring it up on the map. So like I said, so there's 3 spots that we gotta put these in. Septian vein monsters are placed in 3 locations: the Stone Circle, north of the Trait Plains, midpoint of the Chaldea Tunnel, and in front of the Laystone Fortress. So I guess those are the 3 spots we have to put in. So we're here in the midpoint, near the first bridge. I don't know where the first bridge is, like where that could be. Let's take a look at the map. This is a pretty big area. Like, is it that checkpoint? Is it the limestone cave? We don't know, but I guess we'll find out and sort of get on it. What's that enemy doing? Is he gonna move, or let's get in a little? I was gonna say maybe we'll get a preemptive attack on this loser, but we didn't. The jet tortoise. Let's just take care of business as we go. That's how things move forward here. Just keep whacking them. Right, okay, that wasn't a lot of range damage. I'm a little unsure about that. Yeah, not a lot here, but he'll probably move slowly towards us. That's his move for the day. Nothing fantastic or cheese about it. And yeah, we should be able to maybe get a quick one in here. Can you get? No, you're not gonna get that. So might as well just keep attacking. Did we kill it? Oh, what does he have? Like 1 HP left? Oh, and he missed. Feel bad about hurting him now. He didn't do anything to us, right? Not at all. Come up here and we whack up this poor tortoise. We didn't get much experience. As you can see, we're almost all level 50, which I'm going to assume is probably going to be that, as we've talked about, that sort of soft cap that exists in this game. It's very weird, especially for a Japanese RPG game, to sort of limit you in the grinding area, but it's whatever. It doesn't bother me at all. It's actually pretty cool. Whereabouts are you doing that? Oh, the one where your mom has her TV and everything? Yeah. Why is he doing that? Oh, okay.
Seems you came up short.
Alright, yeah, and basically, like, I'm just wanting to fight a few of these enemies here as well, just to get an idea of, you know, are we in trouble with what we're dealing with here? Are you kidding me? Can we not? Ah, good old Sarah Foster. What happened to Violet Puddles? Were you just on the YouTube side of things today, or did you just come on in ready to hear the rant? Yeah, you haven't missed much more than 10 minutes. I don't think the uptime thing works on YouTube. I remember there are a little bit of whack jobs over there. There's no like mods, bots type of thing. But I'll keep you up to. Okay. Still taking up the whirly bird. Oh, the gummy juice. Imagine getting that thing for a rim job. That would leave a mark, I think. Tentacles might be able to tickle a few things, but you know. A little bit of a twirly bird. I don't know where this whale frog is going to be. Oh, might as well go down here. Oh, there we go. Oh, we found a frog. I don't know the frog. Back in the old days, this required key. It did. I mean, how old days are we going here? I don't know. Monsters? Ooh, that's a big monster. Isn't Swick a mod? Yes, there is mods, but I meant moderators, like the mod bots. That was the thing, for the uptime thing, to get that to work. These are a lot of enemies. This is a lot on the Fairy Epitaph. He's got a lot of love to give out. That's where we're at. I mean, I could just use my CP powers. That could be the best. I think that'll be good enough for us. Get Oliver to do something here. I love these new little additions here. I assume these sort of also kept into the other one as well. Craft. Good old quick trial. So he'll just be able to do it perfect. Let's keep this up and rolling. Okay, you killed a couple of them. That's good. Now kill more of them. That's what we need. I don't want to take a chance with this boy. There you go. There you go. You're back where you belong. Not that people don't belong on YouTube or Twitch. We haven't had a chill stream in a while, have we? It's almost like something that's been going well. Like, oh, come on, you can't attack them all, really? All right. I keep forgetting to like remove that, but then I feel like, well, there's really no purpose in removing it. So, you know, I mean, every stream essentially could relatively, I guess, be a chill stream, right? Oh god, he's using the acid. Oh, that was a hit. What did you do to me? Oh, you petrified me. That was terrifying. Turn me into a stone. Oh, now you're performing your arts. Great. Then you're gonna walk up to, oh.
I'm sorry.
You've got to be kidding me. Wow. Wow. Yeah, please stop doing that. Remind me when I run into some tough monsters like this every once in a while that, like, we really can't be messing around. Like, it really is, you have to just go balls out. You really do. This thing is really laying on the meat stick right here on me. It's almost rather unfair. And the amount of damage that these things are doing is nothing. Is this, like, does this guy move at all? Like, you know, is there something being done here? You know, can you whack him? There, 3. Okay, really? That little small amount of damage you could have done. You couldn't take him out, could you? I'm afraid of what that move is going to do, so we're just gonna not allow that to happen. Oh, so you guard against that. That's wonderful. That really is wonderful. How many things do we murder? I could have sworn that that thing got murdered. Oh, great. Stone impact? Is this going to murder us? Could you imagine that this is just how this fight goes? It's just like, screw you. It ain't working out. No. If only you guys could do, you know, slightly more damage, it'd be really wonderful. Can you kill this guy for 20? There we go. Yeah, we do have. Yeah, I thought we got her yesterday. I'm fairly certain I thought we picked her up yesterday. Although I could be misremembering.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we're sort of given the option of having her or Chloe. Sometimes I think to myself, would it be better to have Chloe, for just the extra healing power? But you know, when you have the opportunity to have Tita, I think you got to take it at all times, especially if she's not going to be around in the next game, like you said. Maybe just a little cameo. That's unacceptable. Chest is actually full of treasure. Problem is, if the rest of the monsters are on break. Sorry, kid. Okay, some of these are good jokes. Some of these are really good jokes. I'll take that. Alright. We're all healed up. We're ready to go. Again, I'll have those minor complaints all day about this game and why the map cannot stay fixed at all. I don't get it. I want to understand why on earth does it have to keep changing. I just want you to always face north. Like the mini map is always facing north, but I want the game to stop moving every time we get to a spot like that. I can't stand it. I don't know why it keeps doing it. These little small minor irritants. There's those big words I'm using again. Really do get the blood bowl in here. Really? Oh, that was another thing I was going to. The map doesn't move. No, okay, I'm gonna show you. So we were facing exactly, like, the compass was facing exactly north, because that's the way I want it. And I'm gonna show you. When I get out of this fight, it's not gonna be facing north anymore. It's the game, like, game switches it up, like, for no apparent reason, like, to a default setting every time. So you watch. I'm gonna have to make it's so I can get my bearings straight, essentially. That's why it bothers me, because if it whips you around and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go, like, if you can remember the previous game. Of course, now it makes me look like a fool and doesn't do it. But usually, like, sometimes it would be like this. And if you were thinking like, oh, well, didn't I go that way? But of course, it made a I knew I was talking about it, and then was like, well, you know what, Jordan? Screw you. You wanna talk ill of us? Well, we're gonna talk ill of you. I'm gonna show you who's boss. Yeah, no one's gonna believe me now that this happened. So last night when I was working on the side quests, I was going to take a real deep look at the ordnance we had rocking, and we didn't, obviously, because I'm trying to get more range out of Tita. I've not started drinking yet. I have not started drinking yet. Maybe we'll have a dry day today. No, because tomorrow and Thursday will be dry days anyways.
Enjoy the show.
Then back on into the weekend. Alright, so we can't even really close due to excessive monster activity. So we can't even go that way. Well, that's nice of them. Just run into this poor toad, frog, tortoise. Eventually I will get the name right. Eventually, I promise you. I need to like work on like, first of all, I need a new goddamn chair. I needed one for a long time, but A, I don't want to buy one of those stupid gamer chairs that look comfortable, but they're extremely not comfortable, and they're also very expensive. And like second, I want to go to a store and actually sit in something to make sure it's comfortable. Not want to just buy something online and then be really mad that it's super uncomfortable. You tell me that the map doesn't move? All right, we're gonna check this. We're gonna check this out. I'm telling you, it moves. It's just okay. You know what? I'm not. What's the deal with those? Like, you mean like the gamer chairs? Like, you mean what's the deal with those? I purely think like a lot of those are like, you know, you see your favorite streamer sitting in a chair, you know, and it used to be those big DX racer chairs, which are still popular, obviously, but you know, these streamers are getting these for free, right? Like, I don't know why they don't have to disclose that in their stream or anything like that, but whatever. It's enough about those types of things that enough people start disclosing, you know, their sponsorships or anything. But you know, you're getting a $600 chair for free. Like, why wouldn't you use it, right? I've seen a lot of the bigger, you'll notice like a lot of the bigger streamers, like huge streamers, if they're not using a gamer chair, what they're using is like a Harman Kardon proper office chair, and it looks like it's off of a spaceship or something, and those are like $1,400. I don't know if they're getting those for free type of thing. It wouldn't shock me, but that's sort of not their. Harman Kardon does not need to be sponsoring streamers to make sure they're using their product. They have, you know, they know what they're doing when it comes to chair making. But like, I want that small, you know, middle of the road. I want something that looks good. I want something that's actually got a head support. That's my big thing. Like, this chair ends right at, like, you can't even see it obviously. But I want something like I can sit back, my head's rested upon. That's be like my thing. You haven't even heard of that brand? That's like the big expensive office chair brand that most people go off of. Okay, you can just stop sucking my life back here. Like, I think it's like I think someone like It Me JP has one. Can we stop this bullshit attacks? Although he's not even a super big streamer, but you'll notice a lot of them have like, I think even like Lyric. I think he bought himself like a really nice like executive chair or something that was probably a couple grand himself, but you know, to people like these who are millionaires, you're gonna be sitting on your butt for, you know, 8 to 10, 12 hours a day, then most likely, you know, you want to take care of that. It's like a mattress, right? You want to spend money on the things that you're gonna spend your most time on. Like, so that's, you know, that's a bed, that's mattress. Get yourself a good mattress or bed. Get yourself a good chair if you're sitting on your butt all day. You drive a lot, make sure your tires and you have a decent car. Like, those are the types of things that you gotta make sure that you spend proper money on. A good old fishing spot, that's good. So probably gonna go on the other side of the bridge here, where we're gonna set up our seismic. Or are you going to that? Oh, hold on, you can't just walk past these fishing spots. I got myself a new fishing pole. All right. Well, this worked out well. Yeah, should you set it up? Not yet. Once I'm ready, yes. I'm afraid of moving forward with story stuff here, that it's gonna go awry and just it's gonna ruin everything. So rope, line, and sinker. Yeah, I want to use this new rod because the other one does not work at all, like at all. Love by small fit. Maybe I'm fishing wrong. I'm fairly certain I hit it when I see the exclamation point. If someone wants to tell me I'm doing it wrong, please do. Okay, I hit X, and maybe it was just the rod. Maybe it was just the rod. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it was the rod. Maybe it was the bait. Terrible bait. I don't know. Okay, now, you know what? Ever since you got here, I've been trying to make sense of anything that goes on here, and nothing is working. In fact, it's quite nice that things are working out for me here. All right, I won't find that monster, this whale frog. So I'm assuming, is this the? Oh God, is that him? Okay. Well, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I keep doing it. I keep running away from these things when I forget that my entire party is like a trail. Great job, Tita. Or great, no, I'm blaming Tita and it wasn't even her. That's why she missed, so that she could actually get the free shot. Blame it on the static. I'm telling you. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it. Look at it again. I'm hopeful that this is actually gonna do it. Who am I kidding? We already know the answer. Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I'm sitting here thinking it's doing it, when in reality it never was doing it. It was me actually just flicking the analog stick, and I was being stupid about it. I hate to think that I'd be wrong. But here we are. Me being wrong. And I want to move Tita up so that she attacks more. She's always missing out. Like, maybe... It feels like Charizard and... are getting all the attacks. Or not missing attacks. Like, she's... I feel like she's fine there. He's got a gun, but his range still isn't good. All I know is you said the map moves. I still think it does, quite frankly. Maybe this will work a little bit better. I'm not saying you're crazy. I think you are, though. I think you are saying I'm crazy. Alright, does everyone have the good things rocking here? The Howling Bolt, everyone else is good. Alright, rolling on. Where are we going here? Oh my god, it just never ends. So there's the Elete checkpoint. So there's no more bridge here. I'm pretty sure I thought it said bridge. The Chlamydia Tunnel. Dangerous monster has been sighted in the Chlamydia Tunnel. Where did I remember saying it said bridge? Oh my god, I'm making stuff up here as we go along now. I'm losing it, Battle Puddles. I'm losing it. Or I've already lost it. That could be it as well. It's probably actually a given that I've lost it. Have I been looking at the map with my... Maybe? It still doesn't make sense to me, though. Come on, Tita. How are you missing the stuff? That thing should be dead now, and it's not, because you missed with your gun somehow. But the thing is, I've been saying this, like, for the past 2 streams, that it's been moving, and it has been moving. And now that you've come in here and pointed it out to me, now it isn't moving, and now I'm questioning myself, like, well, did it ever move? Because now it's not. Maybe it's only not in the tunnel. Now I'm trying to make up things of whether it actually truly is this or not. But just don't listen to me anymore. How about that? Does that make sense? Maybe I need to drink. Maybe I need to have a beer. Am I saying the act of me pointing it out has stopped your... Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. To a T. To a T. I also changed the Be Right Back music. So it no longer tells everyone to sit down and shut up, and I lowered it to like 50%. I didn't realize how loud it was, and I was a little annoyed about that, so I apologized about that yesterday. Although, it's funny that you mentioned it's like silence was better than that. I just thought it was like it'd be a thing of like yesterday. Like, it's not gonna be all the time where I'm gonna be, you know, taking a long break like that. But when I'm watching the little guy, it's gonna be there are going to be those times, so that's why I just introduced it. I think that's going to be him. That's going to be him. He looks like a whale frog. If I knew what a whale frog looked like. Yes, I did, because I was sitting there, I was watching. I was paying attention to Baker. Every time he kept repeating that, like, sit down and shut up. He was putting all the words and everything. Yes, Shalakard still with this trash. Welcome, my fellow trash beings. How are you, buddy? This trash won't end for many moons. Now, like I said earlier, we were gonna play some Uncharted today, Uncharted 4, but I have a little bit of a headache, so it would have been a short stream because those games tend to give me a little bit of a headache. So, and no, look, Shalakard, the quicker we finish this, the faster we get into the Persona quarter, where we're playing Persona 3, The Journey and the Answer, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5 Royal, and then Persona 5 Scramble, or Strikers, whichever you want to call it. Like, that'll be like a year of content right there alone. And also, I downloaded a mod for Persona 3 so that I can use all the characters instead of the computer controlling them. I'm doing it for sure this time. That's the plan, Stan. So why don't you relax about it, okay? See, the thing is with the Persona stuff, like it's been long enough where I want to get back into it, obviously, and I haven't played it, so I want to make sure that we get back into it. Coco, what's the matter? Is this gonna have monsters? Oh, a death blow. We love a death blow. Yeah, so I don't know what it is that Violet Puddles did, but I was on team this map is moving. See how I'm moving the map? Okay, right? Okay. I always want the map fixed north, which it's been fine and dandy. But I've been saying every time I get into a fight, the game decides to like throw a curveball on me and go like, well, we're gonna just make it go like, like every time I come out of fight, it'd be like this, and I'd be like, oh, I'm losing my bearings. Ever since she's come in here, it hasn't done it. So now I'm trying to think to myself, like, did it ever do it? So now I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows what I'm saying. These are a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. Oh, okay. We got some can call for pay. Okay, great. This is gonna go over extremely well. And they're calling allies. This is gonna go over far. Okay, please don't hit the little girl. Okay, you guys can stop doing that anytime. Is this all? Oh, look, Big Mama Jama. He's coming in. Should probably murder these little tiny things first. These little fly skippers, because they're gonna leech HP from us, and that's not what we want. It's not what we never wanted, quite frankly. We should probably clock up as well. Could be a move. How much do these things have? We're not hitting it hard enough. We're just not hitting anything hard enough, quite frankly. Alright, knock its socks off. Barely did any damage. Great, fantastic. Look at that fat fuck moving on. Okay, okay, you didn't. Okay, good. Okay, good. Gonna craft up a little bit of a hurricane here. How many morons can we hit here? Gonna hit all of these morons. Great, do it. Now we're gonna hit more morons. How many morons can this guy hit? Oh, all of them, except for that little guy down at the bottom there. Great stuff so far. Still not doing the damage I thought we'd be pulling off here. And now I'm gonna be mad that I probably wasted all of my points here. Like, we can be mad about that, right? Okay, you killed one. It's not bad. See? That's the problem. Stop licking my friends here. If they keep calling allies, it's gonna be a rough fight. Thank God he missed that. Okay, we need to murder that thing. I don't understand, like, what is at my door? Like, my door's open for my cats to come on in and do what they want to do. Hi, oh, okay, some work is gonna have to be done here. I mean, do any of these others just in lines, eh? That's it. True hurricane. That's what's gonna hack. It's gonna be hacking people. I feel like we need to murder something here. Put the work in on that. Maybe. Let's see where this takes us. The sadist whip. Did I even say it right? Big words. It's probably gonna heal out of nowhere or something. Alright, Estelle, we need you to come up big here and murder this thing. Can you also call its male counterpart? And then this one keeps... Okay, so they can all count. Great. This isn't what we wanted at all. Alright, the big boy's out. Maybe some allies won't be showing up anymore. Okay, don't lick me. That was gross. So maybe they can only call those little things? Maybe? Bueller? Something like that? Great. Oh, do you have enough? I thought one of these... yeah, that's it. The happy trigger. That healed all of us. That was what we wanted. Well, there's the kitties. Shadowcard, I've been paying attention to your you know, on my friends list here, what you've been watching lately, and I don't think it's fair for you to be barking at me about things I've been watching, okay, or playing. I don't think it's a fair statement on me. You couldn't attack them? Oh my God, what is going on here? We're not murdering these things quickly enough. Okay, this is going terribly. Really, really terrible here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Do none of you have like these attacks that can attack multiple people here? Maybe I should have been attacking more often here. This probably isn't going to do any damage to anybody. It's just going to slow them down or something stupid. Okay, that's some damage I was referring to. There we go. Okay, now that's going to be wasted on one person. Fantastic. Or two. Okay, it's not terrible. Except they have some type of weird guard up, so yeah, call allies. That's what you do, right? Just keep calling them all out. Make my life miserable. Can you reach this one, Tia? Can you reach this one? There you go. That's all I asked for, was just a little bit of a grim death. Okay, we need to murder this guy. We need to murder him yesterday. So he's gonna keep calling friends. Something's gonna have sex with him somewhere, and he's gonna pop out another thing. It's terrible. We don't want any part of it, to be honest.
Take that.
Just keep jabbing away. It does look like a little bit like Jabba the Hutt, right? Just a little bit, just a touch. Can you stop doing that? Be great. Be really great. Just stop. Okay, you're both full. Not anymore, you're dead. And of course, I hit the wrong one. Luckily, he couldn't do anything about it. Well, look at that. That was a tough battle. Yeah, put your gun down and it melds into the earth somehow. Fish fillet. Those are garbage. If you like fish fillet from McDonald's, you don't deserve to live anymore. Did anyone just see what happened right there? The map auto-adjusted itself. It knows. It knows I was complaining about it. It knows. Oh my god. Did we go up here? We did, right? Now I can't remember. Are you like... Okay, yes, we went up here. You're like an idiot. So did we not... Okay, we didn't go down then, right? We didn't go down here. I mean, I don't think we need to go to the airlift 10 checkpoint, but I just want to make sure that, you know, there's not anything that we're not missing here. Okay, we're good. Now we're gonna go back and plant that that little thing on the other side of the bridge there, and continue on. Look at that, we're running. We're running. Look at that, how quickly we want to go over here. Okay, we didn't see that one coming. Just walked right on into us. It's unfortunate. See, my one problem is, like, Tita needs to act quickly, because I almost think, like, pushing these things back almost just, you know, push him out of the way too much. Now you can only attack one. It's terrible. Shoot Charizard's head off. Can you guys, like, blood-sucking horse? That's exactly what they are. Thank God that rest point is just right on the other side there. I'm just hoping that nothing happens when we plant this thing. I have a weird feeling like, oh, we're gonna plant this thing in the ground, and it's gonna be like, oh, yeah, some monsters decided to ruin your lives. I'm gonna shut my door again. Until them cats keep coming back up. All right, just give me a minute. Let me guess. We're gonna be 800 enemies are gonna come up, right? While we're doing this, is this how this happens? All done. Great. That was it. That's all we had to do. It's a satellite dish, so we can get HBO. Did we get HBO? No, that would cost extra. I don't recall seeing anything like this at the corner. Well, no, it's really not something that you can just buy. Just like that orbital gun that we, you know, ran around the Trait Plains Road with that was really great for you, but it didn't work out. I mean, certainly he just has interest in the ladies, right? That's all Olivier has interest for. It's funny, the small amount of areas that we have gone around to, like yesterday, on the side quest thing, was... A lot more people are starting to mention Joshua, and Stell still just is like, yeah, whatever, just nothing about it. Just like, yeah, it sucks that he sort of went away on a little bit of a break type of thing. And it's funny because I was trying to remember like what had happened with Joshua, and like I went back and watched the old ending of the previous game, and it's like. The Weinheiser, the professor, or whatever the heck his name was, you know, Stell went to go get us ice cream. She comes back. This guy basically tells Joshua that he's, you know, an enforcer, one of these groups of enforcers. He's got some really cool powers. And then he leaves, says bye to Stell, and you know everything's okay. So I feel like that could be filled in a little bit more, maybe. But I watched it. Like nothing else was really explained beyond that. He's gone. I guess I'm assuming he's just gone on to find himself, type of thing. It's been a while, yeah. Do I get an opportunity to switch out for maybe a Gotti or Annalise? We're gonna get that name wrong every goddamn day. Short stuff, eh? That's mean. It is mean, and she's gonna shoot your head off. Did Annalise and Tita never meet in the previous game? I thought they did. Annalise Elfried. Can these names be any more confusing? Yeah, what a silly question, my good Raven. What are we doing? Well, what does it look like? Why do I feel a weird feeling like Agati's gonna be like, yeah, I'm here to bust this up. Someone told me we're gonna be placing these stupid things around, and we don't want you doing that. So it's the end of you that. Did you come looking for us? Nah, just a coincidence. We're in the middle of chasing down some clues about the Sky Bandits and their intelligence division. Wait, hold on. They're still out there. You guys weren't able to arrest all of them. Guilds had witness calls pouring on in. Most of them aren't that reliable at all, though. Shockingly, witness testimony isn't that reliable. More importantly, I heard you guys encountered one of Ouroboros' henchmen. Yeah, the Phantom Thief himself, Blue Blanc. A weirdo in an opera suit. Yeah, long before even, like, Persona was even a thing. Or at least not Persona 5. Anyways. It's weird how, like, they all just melded together like that. Like, I didn't even picture that. Like, that coming together as something. Like, did he just refer to her as, like, a wrestling mark? Like, what a mark that would be? Alright. Yeah, don't bother calling us. We'll call you type of thing. See you later. Get going. Shalicard's already mad enough that this game is taking forever to play. He doesn't appreciate some good Japanese RPG chit-chat. You don't spend too much time with mess machines, right? It's funny, considering how old this game is, I was trying to, really figure out a few things for the side quest. There is, like, not a lot of, well, any walkthroughs or game facts at all. Like, you really got to do a lot of stuff on your own, which makes some of those side quests a really big pain in the ass of really having to find things, but that's why we'll do it on our own time and just keep the story stuff to you guys. Keep it all nice and hunky-dory as we go. See you later. I'm starting to think I really wanted to pick Agati instead of going with Charizard, but she's a good healer. I don't think Agati would fill that slot. But then I guess we'd fill that with Chloe. But then we wouldn't be using Tita, so it all just... I like our grouping here. It makes sense. Can we move away from this satellite dish? That little hum-her that I'm hearing right now is really annoying. The fact that I somehow can hear it far more than the music. It's really annoying. Surprisingly, Tita was spaced out. Goddamn space you get. They're just partners on the job, and then they just probably have sex on the side. That's it. It's just friends with benefits. She's watching his back, not whispering sweet nothings into his ear. That is the concept. It's funny that she thought they were dating. Hey, look, they can be bumping uglies. You can't knock that if that's what they're doing. All right, yes, let's go set up the other two. We've set it up perfectly. Shall we go fishing again? Absolutely. Fishing on up. Spare the rod? Like, is that just like an option to not do it at all? Riverbug. Sure. We'll just fish once, people. Relax. I love how it just throws hit at you, just out of nowhere. The Rock Eater. And you get... Okay, we're gonna fish twice. Okay, just shut up. 3 times lady. No, just twice. Okay, just twice. Fishing's not gonna eat up our entire thing. A Yamini. Yeah. Tender whitefish was in its mouth. Great. Okay. And done. Get a rest up here. This Estelle's almost dead. Is that not bother anyone else that all you can hear is that stupid thing? Just gonna say, like, that's annoying that you can still hear it that far away. Oh, hold on. want to avoid most. I mean, that's the thing that's actually nice about knowing like you can't really grind as much as you'd like, because in the end, like the game is just going to be like, well, you know how we felt. Yes, I do know, and I apologize for that. And I've made the adjustments.
Take that.
I think about my chat. I have to say though, I couldn't stop laughing when I came across that song yesterday. Of what made me chuckle was it telling people sit down and shut up, sit down and shut up, and because I have it just looping, it's hilarious. Yes, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. The buzzing to the be right back. I know what you meant.
99 kilograms.
Yeah, I got like 5 tracks I can use. I mean, not that I can use. I download a lot more, but I just have like I'll just switch it up every once in a while, and it won't be happening all the time either. So, City of Ice. All right, good. So back into the Orville factory, Orville Redenbacher's popcorn factory, ladies and gentlemen. What is it about Shadowcard saying that all I do is just take? All I do is just take around here all the time? I think that's it. Yeah, so we're gonna hand that in. Man, we might even get lucky. That might even be it. Back-to-back chapters of just finishing up everything. We're still F-class losers though, so. Yeah, look at that. I think we're done. It'd be really great. Save that up. And again, we'd get on this too. On Wings of Wind would be losing her mind. She'd be like, 66 times you've saved this game. I'd be like, yeah, obviously. 25 hours in. That's like a save every like, what, half hour? Averaging out maybe? If I can do my proper math. Okay, so where do we have to do? Okay, we did the Calia Tunnel. We need to do the Stone Circle north of Trait Plains. And then there was one, what, I assume on front of Leastone. Okay, so. So where's the Stone Circle? So I'm trying to think if they. I know on our one thing there was a map of it, but I don't remember seeing it. Because there's one that had all the maps for us, and now it doesn't have it. Great. You think it would like at least show us where we have to put this? Like I can't remember where that stone fortress is. Like it says, Stone Circle north off the Trait Plain. Like I'm assuming like if we're gonna have to start heading north, like we're gonna have to start going this way and then head north. That's my guess. Like Estelle will stop us and she'll go, hey, this is the thing. You gotta go there. I stumbled upon one yesterday and I couldn't remember if it was the... I think it's right over here. I stumbled on it and I was like, oh no, I panicked again yesterday. I was like, oh, I don't want story stuff to be ruined. I think this is what she's referring to as this one over here. It's like an area, yes, an area right here. That's it. Okay, we found that. Phew. Was Agadi and Analyst gonna show up and hassle us here, or somebody else? Yeah, flip the switch as hard as you can. Oh god, what? Does this one not work? Oh god. The blue meanies are showing up. They must be attracted to the inactive quartz. Are we hearing ourselves think here for a second? Oh god. Okay, well, that's what's happening. And a surprise attack. How nice of them to get that off. Okay, that was super mean. And you're putting us to sleep. This isn't stuff I like to go here. Oh my god, it's all just going disastrously. Yep, just give them all an attack. Why not? Let them all get it in. Okay, can we attack now? Because you're gonna miss yours. Of course you will. Of course. You guys have a lot. Okay, we are gonna have to clock up here. This is getting scary here. We're gonna be wanting to attack a lot more often than these blue meanies. And I also have a headache coming on anyways. So I gotta go take a piss. We're gonna grab a beer. And I'm gonna get a drink. That's gonna be a beer. I'm gonna take something for my headache. That's what we're getting at. I'm all over the place. Can we? Oh my! Like this is where this is getting stupid. You're gonna murder her here, aren't you? This is stupid. Denise of the Vargas, no bear? How about no beer? No, vodka is, it is good. I don't know if I have any vodka. I think I do. I'm fairly certain I got some around here, but that's a little much, I think, to be throwing that around. Good old reviving bombs, get Tita up. But this will be useless. I thought we were going to be acting quickly here, and we're not. Like, these things are very quick. They have a ton of HP. I don't know what's going on. It'd be great if Cell could wake up. That was a terrible thing that happened. There you go. Get a true hurricane up or something. Can you get all of them? There we go. That's what we want. Okay, this is going to be terribleness. The fact that they all get like 5 attacks in a row, like, is the worst. Like, this sucks. These sheep monkeys have a ton of it. They do. Like, and it's terrible. Like, they're all getting easy goes here. Like, I'm getting annoyed. Like, really annoyed. They're dropping our defense, like they're attacking me as if they know what's going on. Why do you call them sheep? Oh, I guess if you look at their tail, it would make it look like they're, you know, the sheep monkeys would make sense. I understand eventually. Can we get them all? Yeah, we can. I'm not a fan. Not a fan right now. And they're all spread out now. Screw them. Can we heal up people? Oh, we can get all 4 of us again, but it's going to be a year before you use it. God damn it. Oh, of course you get a critical attack. That's probably going to murder her. I'm so sick and tired of this bullshit that is happening right now. Like, fuck right off. Sorry to say, but like, does she have no defense at all? Like, that's apparent. Like we're whittling them down nicely here, just a touch, but it's a little on the extreme side here, if you're asking me. Having to wait a year for people to attack, even though we all have our speed up, silliness. It really is. You mess up my Hellgate. I messed it up. I mess up everything. Just stop with the garbage. Like, unbelievable. Oh my god, can you not kill some of them at all? Maybe just do a nice little... Yeah, when you did the Hellgate Circle, you had 4 monkeys in it, and then used the Hurricane to push... Oh, that... Yes. See, I don't think of that stuff. I should. Should think about it a lot more. And then I didn't think to eat when I was doing that. So, yeah, all of this is just not making any sense at all for us. 800. 2 guys are going to attack. So let's use that. Oh, some precious meatballs would be great. No, not right now.
We're good to go.
Okay, good. Thinking is for weaklings who can't adapt to chaos. I mean, we all know I can't adapt to anything, quite frankly. That's just not what we do here. We don't adapt to anything. Thank God. Okay, we're starting to make some leeway here finally. Of course, I keep thinking like someone's just gonna come along and murder Tita the second we get her back up again. It's weird. Some of these fights are super tough fights. Like, they really are. They're tough goes. And thank God you wasted your move on that. That was great. So we're gonna murder you. There we go. Wow, tough fight. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm not going to bother you people with the be right back music or anything, so I'm only going to be on for like 2 seconds. So sit tight. Thank you, folks. We're back. We're back. See, that was what I feared putting that one down at the bridge. I thought I was going to get attacked by a bunch of weird-looking fish or something like that. Earthworm Jim, perhaps. That was long enough? It could have been. It could have been. Pretty close. Almost. Those were, yeah. You just got to watch the white sheep you can deal with. But the odd-colored ones, the blue and the pink ones, you got to watch out. They will mess up your day pretty quickly, actually. So, you know, Tita got injured, died. I guess it's one of those tropes. Like, did she actually die there, or when they get to 0 HP, are they just considered knocked out? You know, one of those things. I mean, she's fine, obviously, right? So you can't, you know, no one put in the, you know, the AED, the defib to her and went clear. You know, got her back up and running, right? We didn't see that. We just used magic items and stuff. All right, so we got one last one to go. That was in front of, I believe, the Leaston Fortress, if I'm correct, if we can follow things here. Yes, in front of the Leaston Fortress. Now, where on earth is the Leaston Fortress? We do not know. We have to look up the map, because... all right, so we're heading back to Zeiss, and then we can rest there, and then head north. Oh god. This is what happens. I'm not paying any attention. What? Hold on. Where's this? No. Okay. Not that way. Not that way. Mr. Sheep, stay away from me. Stay away from me. Oh god. I'm like watching the map, but at the same time, I'm not, and I'm not paying enough attention. Oh, we're gonna test something here. I am straight north, right? I'm gonna walk up behind the sheep. Let's see if it changes the map. I want to win this argument. I have to win this argument. I'm getting so upset that I feel like I'm correct, and when I say that it's doing it to me. So we saw that, right? It was straight north. I'm telling you, after this fight, it's gonna be skewed. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you this right now. I'm so sure of it. I'm so positively sure it's going to do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't though. I'm gonna have to like go back to like my old videos and check to make sure it was. Am I the crazy person? I can't believe it's not doing, like, did it ever do it? It must not have never done it. I'm literally the more, oh god. And that's what happens. Now we're not paying attention. Now bad things are gonna happen. We're gonna die here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Snake mushrooms. Maybe? I mean, that map just moved. Oh no, it's okay. Let's just pretend that none of this has ever happened. A little bit of whack with the wet noodle here. Okay, let's make sure we get these critical attacks rocking here. That's what we need. Murder all of these things. I mean, if we can get rid of the big boy, I don't mind. This true pummel may take care of them. What's Denise Varga playing? Are you still playing the wait, did Monster Hunter Rise come out already, or is it still the demo? Is that the stuff that's still rocking? Is that what you're playing still? Anytime I see you on Discord, is that you playing something, or is that you know, someone else playing something? I remember you said sometimes someone else uses your computer, so I'm confused.
Take that.
What's everyone playing now? I mean, we got Violet Puddles, who's still playing Skyrim. At least that's what she's been streaming lately. Shalakard is gone off to not worry about us anymore, because we're apparently not interesting because we're playing this stupid game again. Come back to me, chat. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. I care about you. Now that's our Tita right there. That's what we love to see. Rise hasn't come out yet, so I'm still playing Zelda and a little bit of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. That's a mouthful. And yeah, I am playing Dark Souls 3 and Siege on my PC from time to time. Nice. Oh, you know. Oh, I know. Do I know? I don't know. Same old, same old. All right, all right. I'm just trying to make some conversation here. I mean, I know, you know, sometimes, you know, I don't shut up, ladies and gentlemen. So that causes, you know, everyone to be enamored with what's going on here. And, you know, we can't have... Okay, we just, like, bypass the hotel there. Can't be doing that. Get your hands off my hiney. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. I could have sworn it did it here. Okay, it's pointing straight north, right? I'm going into this hotel. I'm calling it now. I swear to God it did it there. I knew it did it somewhere. It's the town. Okay, we figured it out. Okay, I can move on with my life now. On Wings of the Winds. Hello. Nothing changed. It was not the same before. Just stop. You stop right there. It definitely changed. Oh, wait. So... now I'm confused. Leiston Fortress. How did we get to the Leiston Fortress before? Let's get to that liberal kingdom map. Oh, it's okay. It's to the right, to the right. There we go. It means you changed your van. Yes, that's exactly what I meant it to mean. That's what I wanted it to mean, and we're gonna figure it out. Okay, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at the game. Oh, for God's sakes! Tried to avoid that guy. He murdered us. I mean, he didn't murder. It's yeah, it just didn't go over well for us there.
Take that.
Oh man. Yeah, the peeps are coming out of the woodworks today, aren't they? I mean, we can pretend that like Wings is working, right? Whatever that is that she does over there. Probably was on type of a Zoom meeting or perhaps going over a few things. That's really what it is. I'm not okay. Well, you know, that's what you get around here is a little bit of honesty. That's it. I'm going the right way. Soldat Army Road? Is that the right way? I don't even know. Oh, hello, Mr. Bunny. Oh God, we're gonna attack some armored bunnies. Wings, do not. They came out at me. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you want to go down that rabbit hole, Denise. I don't know if you want to go down that rabbit hole. Let's be respectful here. Let's be respectful. I seem to forget my own audience every once in a while. Denise might not even know what OF means. We should see if Denise knows what OF means. Let's see if he can come to that conclusion himself.
Take that.
Give him a hot minute. Give him a hot minute. I mean, you almost have to know what it is nowadays, right? It's a given. He's gonna think it's like related to like Monster Hunter or something.
Piece of cake.
Oh, that is a blatant lie. It's a blatant lie, Miss Puddles. It's a blatant lie. I think we scared him away. No, you don't scare Denise Varga away. He probably went to go get more vodka and toast or something. I think it's impossible to scare Denise of the Vargas away. I just don't think that's in his vocab. You know, the man's making toast, okay? And he got rid of all of his toasters. I think he had like 17 at the time. So now he just does pan toast. I think he only has 3 pans though. Okay, I did manage to Google it. I know what it means. There you go. Oh, so you had to Google it to know what it meant? I mean, that's fair. You're from Russia. I mean, it's not that, you know, Russia doesn't know what's going on in the world, but... Wait, what? There's a new one now? Is many vids the new OnlyFans? Like Twitch and YouTube? It's just another platform? Gotta make sure you get on everything. No, not really. Okay, I'm just jumping to conclusions like my pan friend, toast person. Pan friend. I realize that we should probably throw in another word there. We're getting all over the place. Oh, we got a purple friend here. Pink sheep. Wouldn't you call him purple? Maybe my eyes are failing me at my tender age of 38. A sheep that wants to be happy uses kung fu to beat up others in pursuit of happiness. You know what? Right to the point with that. I can appreciate that. We need more games to explain to people what they're really after. I can appreciate that fact that guy just told us what he wanted out of life. Can you reach this guy? Yeah, you can. It's just an alt place to sell my stuff I've already made. Think of it as basically, oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's not even, it couldn't be much further from what we just referred to it as, right? Like, you mean like your dresses that you're trying to get rid of, like that type of thing? You know, you wear them for a little bit of a photo shoot here and there, and then right at it. I guess I never thought of that. Like, where would you sell that stuff outside of like to me, big thinking like Amazon or stuff like that, I guess. I don't sell stuff. I don't know. Maybe I should start selling my stuff. I don't have stuff to sell though. Not that people want. Let's think of it as a back room in the video store that's separated by a bead curtain. That's funny. It's funny, I can remember, I'm trying to think of like, when I was like younger and obviously had no clue what was going on, when I went into the back, one of those back doors to the video store, and I remember like, it's just me and my buddy, we're just probably looking to rent some video games or something, because back then you could rent video games at a store for like $5 for a weekend or whatever. And I remember like, oh, like let's go back here. You never saw back there before. You go back, and I remember like immediately, we were probably like 13 or something at the time. Immediately, you had like the employee running in there going, "Oh my God, like please do not," because like, you know, it was like one of those older, like not like a Blockbuster at the time, which I never think had one of those. But like, you know, it's, you know, Blockbuster had like a bajillion staff on site type of thing. Like, and this guy was just like running his own store. It's like, oh my God, kids, no, you can't go back there. Oh my God, we've ruined everything. Like, oh, so that's what's back there. Did you like? I mean, I understand there's an age difference between you and I, but did you never have like that typical mom and pop video store that you could go to? Like, I mean, we had Blockbusters as well, but I was just trying to think of like, didn't have like yeah, Blockbuster never had those rooms. No, they were family friendly.
Take that.
And now you have to go to like to an adult store to get those things. So I'm told. Nope, we didn't have any. Really? I find that super odd. Because people were so sick and tired of, you know, you'd go to Blockbuster, and they would never have the, you know, anytime they'd have a new video, like you know, you'd look in the back and like, oh, okay, they don't have any, and then you'd go up to I remember always going to the front, like, you know, okay, well, I guess we're gonna rent this today, and then you'd always ask for the Blockbuster guarantee, and they would always fuck it up because they could never guarantee, like, oh, the next time you come in, we'll guarantee it'll be there. And it had to be like within 24 hours. So like, you knew that if you went to rent a video on like a Thursday or a Friday night, there was no way that they were gonna have that Blockbuster guarantee. So you essentially got, like, I think it was like 2 free rentals or something out of it. No wonder they went broke. I mean, that and that they didn't buy Netflix either. That was also their other thing. But I saw the beaded curtain at waterbeds and stuff. Oh, I love my chat. All right, yeah, let's get this thing measured up here. Yeah, we should probably just get this guard, tell him what we're doing here. Hey, we're gonna set up this dong device. So if you're ever wondering what the hell we're doing, it's just that. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're from the Bracer Guild. But yeah, us. Remember we came here and beat you guys all up before? I'm trying to think now, what was this beaded curtain at waterbeds and stuff? Is that like a store that I am unaware of? Called waterbeds and stuff? And why on earth was there a beaded curtain? Is that like where you could really try out a waterbed? You know what I'm talking about? It's like a love hotel in Japan. You want to get your hourly rate? Are we just gonna put it into this little stone package here? Like, we can't put it off to the side so it's not in the middle of the road, you know, if they want to have a vehicle come on through, or what? Now, we'll just place it right in the goddamn middle. Who cares? It's a store that sells waterbeds, incense, hippie merch, glass for smoking, and I'm guessing stuff in the back curtain room. Okay. So it's quite a few ways back from a pottery barn per se. Yeah, set it up. I'm so old-fashioned here. Yeah, flip that switch as hard as you can again. I can remember, I'm trying to think, you know, it obviously was 2 years ago because last year was a write-off, but I can remember we went to a pottery barn to buy, like, I don't know, take a look. We don't have many pottery barns around here, and I remember, like, oh, there's like a throw pillow we saw that we liked. And I remember I took it up to the register, and they're like, oh, this is our show pillow, but if you want the pillow, like, you know, you can pay, you know, the price of the pillow was $50, but it wasn't stuffed, and then if you want it stuffed, it was like an extra $30. I'm sitting here like, I'm so embarrassed by the fact of, like, I didn't realize, like, that's how it was. They didn't say that's how it was, and I didn't want to say, like, oh, no, like, that's okay, I don't want the pillow. And so I'm like, no, I'll take an $80 throw pillow. I'm just like, oh my god, like, I can't believe it. And I think I just drooled on my controller by laughing. I think so. A little bit of drool. Never heard anybody. When you were a kid, you had a store with pirated video games and movies with adult movies on the front shelf all the time. Nobody cared about hiding those kinds of discs with beaded curtains or other shit. I mean, in a place that's 4x4 meters, kind of hard to make a separate room. Yeah, Russia, that's what they do. Absolutely. It's only America, it's only the West that cares about that type of stuff. You got to keep away, you know, for some apparent reason, you know, they worry about the children. Anywhere you go in Europe, it's like, no, this is normal stuff. Boobs are natural. Kids are drinking at the age of 13. Denise, when was your first drink as a kid? When were you given you know, a vodka by your parents? Just like, join on in on the fun. It's Christmas, son. 6 or Jesus. I mean, I mean, for us over here, like in America, Canada, or whatever, we can all remember, like, you know, being handed, like, you can have a sip of your dad's beer at, like, the age of, like, 13 or 14 type of thing. And then maybe, like, the older you got, like, when you got to, like, 16, like, okay, like, you're in front of a kid. You know, like, you're with parents. You can have a beverage or whatever. Like, not to the point of getting alcohol, or getting drunk, I mean, but, like, yeah, like... Russia's on a whole different level, but that's not different. Like, I can remember, like, you always hear of the Italians, like, with dinner, you know, the kids are having wine, and their wine isn't as strong as, like, what we would buy at the liquor store, per se. Like, none of the 13-14% stuff. Like, they're having, like, a wine with dinner that's probably like a 4 or 5% type of thing. They are. I have a guy at my work who's like in the reserve of our army, and he always tells us it's never the Americans or anything that they fear of getting into a war with. It's the Chinese and the Russians. They're the ones that you're truly going to be afraid of, because they don't mess around, type of thing. Sure, you know, America spends bajillions of money on their military, but no, we don't fear them at all. The Russians, they're crazies. Oddly enough, like, it's funny how we literally just out of nowhere run into our dad. Like, yeah, no, things are going well here. I can't not hear that stupid buzzing sound going off. It's telling me, it's all I hear is it's telling me to sit down and shut up. I'm sure Mom will be thrilled to hear that. I'm still glad. Yeah, like, what? Like, who's watching our nice little home that we haven't been to in a game and a half? You're surviving. You're the colonel here. You're top dog. Do they have any contingency plan? Absolutely not. There's zero contingency plan. I'm surprised Cassius really hasn't talked about Joshua here. Like, really haven't really gotten involved here. It's not really his thing, I guess, but send the SEAL Team 17 or whatever after it. They're relying upon the Guild, Bracer Guild, to deal with this type of stuff. This is terrible. I'll shower you in filial Pete. I'm not going to even try to say that word ever again out of embarrassment. To be fair, I had a beer a couple times through my life when I was 18 and more, and it was never that good as I tried it when I was 6. Beer is like an acquired taste. I feel like you like it when you get older. When I was younger, at like, you know, you started drinking, I would prefer like stuff that tasted good, I guess, if that sounds right, like the fruity stuff, or, you know, mixed drinks with vodka type of thing, like cranberry and vodka or whatever. And now the older I am, like, I can appreciate a good beer for some reason. I think it's just the acquired taste over time. That's essentially it. I think that's what it is. Not that I don't appreciate a good tasting drink as well, but who wants puny beer when you have vodka? Exactly, right? Denise is having it when he's like 6, so what does it matter? But a beer is like that, you know, to me, like, not that I'm out barbecuing all the time or anything, but it's just that chill beer that you can, you know, like wine as well. Like, it's that social beverage. Whereas I feel like, you know, when I want to go and have like a whiskey on the rocks or something, that's not really a social beverage. That's more of like, I like to chill out and relax type of beverage. So, like, but that's my take. Everyone has their own different takes on beverages. So, you know, to each their own, I guess. You drink what you want to drink. So are we going back to meet up with this General Morgan guy? Like, is this how it's going on? Or... No longer can talk to you, my daughter. Is booze expensive in Russia, Denise? Like, I assume you don't have, like, what we call in Canada, because even the Americans don't have this. Maybe in some states they do, but we have what's known as the sin tax. Now, it's not really called the sin tax, but basically anything that's enjoyable, like in Canada, is so overtly taxed because, you know, the government knows they can make a ton of money on it, but you know, things are expensive out here. Like, it was a nice different change of pace when I went to Florida a few years ago, and you know, I was able to get a 2-4 of beer for like, you know, 12-13 bucks, whereas a 2-4 up here is like 50 bucks. On top of our money being shit. So it's like, in reality, that was like a $70 case of beer, but I digress. They're dropping the price of vodka every year, and 2 shots of vodka can now be less than 80 cents or so. Oh my god. Like, a shot of vodka here is like 5 bucks. Like, you want a drink, at least it's 5 bucks. It's ridiculous. I mean, I thought everyone lived in Ohio, but we're just going to assume so. I'd not miss the next chapter in our little opera of the world. Yes. Does anyone know off the top of their head how many chapters are in this game? I know Baker was here before and he said that there was more. I don't remember if he ever gave a number. Maybe that was out of not mentioning the actual number, but he said there was more than the original one. 9. Wings, you've played this game? You know what's funny? Maple syrup is the... Oh, you had me believing. Goddamn. Wait, do you know how many chapters, or are you just bullshitting me here? That's your bet. Oh, okay. Playing games with my head. If you actually do purchase, you know, maple syrup, real maple syrup, A, it is very expensive. But A, or B, you're not supposed to use a lot of it either. This ain't your Aunt Jemima, you know, syrup that you just get at the grocery store, okay, for $3, okay? That's good. That I can deal with it, okay? But for real good maple syrup, it's going to come in small bottles. You're not supposed to use a ton of it, and it's expensive, okay? If there's anything Canadians know, it's that. You will know the difference between your Aunt Jemima syrup and real maple syrup. Is like, you gotta really slather on that Aunt Jemima stuff, or Mrs. Butterworth, or whatever the hell it's called. That maple syrup, you're just putting dabs. You're dabs, okay? You don't want to overdo it. You ruin something. But it's very expensive. I mean, I don't even think they can really call Mrs. Butterworth or Aunt Jemima stuff really syrup. It's not. Okay, you're gonna get me upset about this stuff. There's one drink that I don't know anybody else would really like it, except for maybe Canadians, and it depends on how you feel about like mapley flavors. But up here, I don't know. Again, maybe the closer you are to the Canadian border, you might be able to get it. There's a Crown Royal maple. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. I also really like the apple Crown Royal as well. That'll get you sloshed real quick. All right, we got the last instrument. Return to the Capitals room at the factory and check on in with Professor Russell. So technically, Wings was right with the 9, counting the 8 chapters with the epilogue. If you want to count the epilogue as a chapter, which we will, might as well. You were right. I am a true Canadian. Yes. I was born and raised in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. See, it did it again. See the map thing? It did it again. Oops, I did it again. Ran into a couple of grasshoppers. Didn't want to do that. I didn't really see them there, so that happened. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Is Britney Spears still like rocking in Vegas doing show? I mean, I guess not with COVID, but is she back on her rocker? Remember, like a few years ago, she like shaved her head, sort of like went a little crazy. Not crazy in the good sense of like, you know, you're always not supposed to stick your dick in crazy type of thing, but like Kevin Federline stuck his dick into that and all that jazz. Wasn't that like 15 years ago? Probably. Maple syrup here costs about $11 for 250 grams. Yeah, that's expensive for like 250 grams is not a lot. And it's called organic Mana Maple. Never tried it. Oh, Denise. Of someone who's all over about the pan life with toast and everything, like you should be making yourself some waffles or some pancakes and get right on in on that, okay? So you're close. You were very close. Miss Puddles, I want to ask a question. I think you're the only one that's played the series. In regards to for Trails in the Sky, no, sorry, Trails of Cold Steel. Does it take place in the same place, but it's the era is different? Like, you know, is it many, many moons later? Is it an entirely different area? Does it take place in the Liberal Kingdom? Nobody knows. Just because he lacked a toaster, I don't know if he's all like pan life. No. So he's always had. He used to have when we got on him like 100 toasters. He finally like whittled down that like amount of toasters to like 4 or 5, and then decided like you can never make toast better than you can on the pan. So he threw out all his toasters. At least that's what I'm gonna believe, anyways. And Denise, please do tell me if we're ever offending you. I'll stop the pan talk. Different area, same universe. Okay. And it's 3D, right? Like the look of it is more modernized. Honestly, besides running into a bracer, they are pretty. Oh, okay. That's all right then. Whip it good. In 3D! Coming at you live. 3Ds. Imagine a penis coming at you in 3D. You wouldn't know what to do with it. I mean, you probably would know what to do with it. Either, like, whack it away or you suck it or something, I guess. Yes, those are the only options that people are given when a penis comes flying at them. Hold on. Is there even an Orbital factory here? I mean, there's the main factory. See, we're right. You sold your toasters to buy more pans because you've told us that's the proper way of making toast. Pan toast is where it's at. Yes, this would be where we want to buy. Upgrade. I feel like that's something we haven't done in a while. Is upgrade our slots here. Let's do 3 for everybody. You know, I'm gonna be really mad if one of these people leave. Like super mad. Oh no! He told us this many moons ago. Violet Puddles. He told us this many moons ago. That's what he did. He doesn't have any toasters anymore. Pans are the way to make toast. If anyone's gonna listen to anybody here, and I'll listen. I'll listen. Look, last time I used a toaster, it's been some time. You know, I've had a bagel here and there, but I'm not gonna disagree with him. That's how you make. Like, look, remember how you make French toast? It's on a pan. Okay, that's where it's at. French toast is the toast. Do you love yourself a good French toast, Denise, or is there a Russian version? Is there Russian toast that instead of like in the batter, instead of using like egg, milk, and whatever, you splash a little bit of vodka in there? Surely that's what you do, right? I thought his toaster broke and he couldn't afford a new one. Yeah, I don't think that's the story I remember. A little bit of, I think having like one of everything so far, just having the ability to choose here, and then we're gonna do a deep dive. These things are expensive. All right, that's it. We're good. Done. Get out of here. Save it up. remember, things are expensive in Russia, just like they are in Canada, in America. Is the world come to an end yet? Is Team Meteor made an appearance yet? Oh, this is where we want to go. Can we just grab this thing? Nope. Almost 2 hours, 1:41. Just letting Violet Puddles know so she can nail that on the dot. We love seeing it. Hit it 2 hours on the dot. I'll let you know when we hit 1:42, right on the dot, so you can do the math in your head. You think Professor Russell would just shave the sides of his head? He looks like a little bit like Christopher Lloyd now. It is 1:42 right now. There you go. Look forward to the 2 hour mark being hit. I mean, I just feel like Professor Russell's gonna yell, Morty, we've gotta go back to the future. No, it's not about you. It's about your kids. And he goes crazy on that. So you put some butter on a pan, get a slice of bread, fry it so it becomes brown and crispy, but not dry from both sides. Put an egg on top of it and fry it to the yummy best toast. That does sound wonderful. Now, so when does the vodka come in? I mean, we're asking the important questions here, ladies and gentlemen. Factory Tree from Murdoch. Weren't you in Lethal Weapon? I feel like maybe the vodka would run best with the runny yolk. Which one was Murdoch in Lethal Weapon? Was that Mel Gibson's character, or was that the other guy, the black guy? I can't remember what his name was. A vodka in between the bites. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Not that I'm calling you a pig. It's a reference. Danny Glover. Thank you. It was like on the tip of my tongue. I was trying to figure out, like, I was like, will we get there? No, because isn't there like a music video of another guy called something Glover? And he's not any, I don't think he's, what do you call it when you're related? That's it, related to Danny Glover. I don't know. Maybe it's the same people. Maybe he went into a time machine with Mel Gibson. Is Mel Gibson still crazy? Like, we've gone from Britney Spears being normal to then going crazy, then back again, and then Mel Gibson, who everyone assumed was normal, and then like went crazy. Is he still crazy, or is he like dumbed it back a little bit? Now I feel like something flew in my eye. I'm gonna start crying now. Good old Stu coming on in, still crazy. What made him crazy? Or was he always crazy and just nobody realized it? Donald Glover was the guy who had that yes, and he was in the Han Solo movie. That's the other thing. And he was also the one that had that music video where, you know, it's all like he's walking through a bunch of different scenes and shooting people and all that jazz type of thing. How's Stu P doing? How are my goddaughters doing? Are they being a little crazy? Have you ripped your hair out yet? And if you did rip your hair out, would you get yourself a toupee? I feel like you never get overly mad. Not that I want to see Stu mad, but just be a hat guy. I don't know. I mean, I can appreciate a good hat, but I feel like you have to up your hat game. I don't think you can just be like a baseball cap guy. Like, I feel like you could walk around with a top hat or something and pull it off still. Maybe a beret. Maybe. I think you'd have to be just a little different. Something you could wear around the house, too, all at the same time. Go to bed in it, perhaps. Maybe just like a train engineer hat. I mean, you are an engineer, so technically... It could be believable. It could fly. We have no idea what's going on now. I've been so engaged with chat that I don't know what Professor Russell's going on about. I mean, I guess we'll figure it out eventually, but dude's just trying to figure out, like, does Yeah and Jordan ever work? Like, ever? The orange guy is still yeah, like that was the weird thing. Was it you that brought that up before or somebody else? But like, it's weird that like if a character in an RPG is not talking, they're just walking in place into things. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's comical that it's not just this game. It's so many games that you can think back to, and like, yeah, they all just run in place for some apparent reason. Like that's their default, you know, motion type of thing. Ba-doo, ba-doo, boom. Back to the guild house. We could have went there first before we headed over there. Oh, God. Yeah, go on ahead. We'll contact the guild should anything happen. Oh, God. Cautions. Things. Another earthquake perhaps is happening. They're doing that viral video thing where you put dish soap on the floor and run for a workout. Now, I have not seen that viral video. But that would seem hilarious. I mean, why do you have to not worry about... Are these not printing out anywhere so you could look at them afterwards or saving them to a hard drive? Sounds painful. It does. How's the little diet going there, by the way, Denise? I mean, if you want to call it a diet, I would refer to it as you're just eating right now. So let me guess. We're gonna head somewhere. And we're going to find out that... oh, yeah, thanks for giving me the coordinates, as if I have any idea where the hell that is. And there's going to be some giant monster underground just, you know, shaking the walls or something. Oh, God, we have to go back to the fortress. Great. Is it them just doing exercises here that are causing the earthquakes, or what? Yeah, you're under attack by Godzilla. Look at the size of his office. Boy, if there was a desk that you'd want to have sex on, it's that one right there, folks. Ordering a work stoppage at the port was the right idea. Yeah, that would have been disastrous. After 3 rehearsals, it was simply a question of what made the most tempting target. Chief, we received word from Leiston Fortress. They've suffered a fairly large earthquake. Hold on, are they all fine, Hazel? That's what we want to get to here. There don't seem to be any injuries. Well, then it's just another normal earthquake. Be happy that all the buildings are still standing, okay? Just continue on with our lives. They think these things are going to happen now. This is the world changing, okay? This is Mother Earth telling us that we're enjoying life too much, and you know, it's gonna snow a lot more, and then in the summer it's gonna get a lot hotter. That's what's gonna do. It's doing so far so good. Yesterday was a little hard. Kept thinking about food for the last 3 hours before eating time, but I have not opted once or twice per month. You had a lot of loose skin already, so I see it working, but can't weigh myself yet. Still too fat, but moving in the right direction, I think. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're moving in the right direction. That sounds good to hear. It will all come in due time, Denise. You stick with it. So do you have like, is there something that you can eat or drink, like while you're feeling that hunger, like to fight that, like something that can just sort of whet that appetite, you know, like a splash of vodka perhaps, or what? Probably, I think you probably told me before. No alcohol. That's no good. Just remember, if it's a clear alcohol, then there's no calories, right? Isn't that the saying? Only water. I need to drink as much water as I can. So you're probably having like, you know, you're hitting that solid 8 to 10 glasses of water a day type of thing. Are you one of those weirdos like I always see like on YouTube that is carrying around like a gallon of water in one of those like milk jugs, because we don't have those in Canada. We have bags for our milk. And they're like, I gotta finish this in the day, blah blah blah. Like, that's my amount of water I need. Drinking 1.5 to 2 liters of water per day. That's a lot of water. It's a lot of water. I'm about 1.5 to 2 liters of beer a day, so it's pretty good. No, I'm not that high. Denise, I need to ask you a question here about your milk situation. See, up here in Canada, our milk comes in bags. Not like those crazy Americans that put it in jugs, okay? I need to know, in Russia, does milk come in jug or bag? This is where he comes back and goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. We can't let America have this win over jugs. Although, might I add, I'm not a bag fan, okay? I would prefer that I think I can find one if I really looked hard enough in Canada to find a jug of milk, but they're expensive. But I prefer to have a jug to put in the fridge. Yeah, it's a bag. Both. Generally, so I always have the joke of like, oh, you know, Wings is gonna have her box of wine because I think it's funny. We do have bottles here, but generally the cheaper wine comes in a box, generally, and then all the normal wine comes in bottles, obviously. What's a bag? A bag of milk. I know it sounds weird, but our milk up here comes in bags. If you just look up on Google Canadian milk or bag milk, you'll see what it comes in. No, wine doesn't come in a bag, you moron. God damn it. I mean, I assume like when it's in the box wine, it's in a bag inside the box. And then you hit like it's got like a little spout, and you can hit it and pour yourself a drink for all of your problems. We have milk in bags and in carton boxes like in wine. Bag milk is just cheaper, but I've never seen a jug. Okay, Team Russia. All right, there we go. So it's only those crazy Americans that have that jug of milk, which I would also like. And I'm sorry to hear that your internet is shitting the bed, Shalacard. Who are you with? Who's your provider in America, Shalacard? You are in America, right? This is where Shalacard is like, no, you moron. I told you before, I'm a European. For fuck's sakes. I can't remember where everyone is from. Spectrum. Are they good or bad? Is that like, is that Warner? It's more like Rectum. I don't remember I never really hear good things about any internet provider in the States. I don't think ever. Everyone always, even up here in Canada, people do have their bitches and moans. I can't ever say I've had overly a problem with my provider, Rogers, but we're just very much the same as America. You're very limited to your options. Like for my area, I have 2 options, and one of them does not offer fiber, and the speed is not even close, which is odd. But I guess they just argue over who they use. But that's much the same as in America. I hear is like you have one provider and you're stuck with whatever they can offer. That's it. Coordinates are Selge from Zeiss to center, so if east 12 Selge, north 378 is laced on Fortress. Nobody has any idea what you're talking about. What location is 165 Selge east? I'm gonna say Elmo Village. Well, so yeah, like, so who are you using out your way, Stu? Is it Rogers or is it Bell? It's a 50-50 shot. No one uses Telus. Bell. So do you have fiber out your way? Because I know out your way, like, it's hit or miss. Like, sometimes Bell is still alive. It's God, like, it's like it's one of the main providers out in Canada. I mean, I remember, like, early on in the internet days. Yes, I'm old enough to remember before pre-internet. I mean, Bell used to be the only provider of the internet before the other companies sort of bopped in. The minimum plan was 1 gig. Minimum? Your minimum out your way is 1 gig? Man, like, that's the top plan I have at our place. Yes, they're all the same thing. You just have an Americanized Bell. They didn't run the old lines. Okay. I mean, that's the other thing too, is we pay out the ass for our speed. Like, I know I'm still an old man. I still like having my cable. I like my sports. I think with that in gigabit internet, I'm at about, a little over $200 a month, which isn't bad, I guess, considering the price I have. But yeah, they still are a phone company, but not many people have landlines now. So now they have their own, like, little mobile phone stores, and they do everything now. I mean, the founder of the Bell, Alexander Graham Bell, he is from a city called Brantford, which is sort of near where I live. Our Bell is like $220 a month with home phone, fiber, and that's not too bad, because I know when we had home phone, it was essentially like $3 or $5 a month. Like, they can't give away home phone, but I feel like eventually when we do find a house to live in, when the market eventually crashes, we'll probably go back to having a home phone. It just doesn't serve a purpose, really. Because I remember, like, when we did have one, the only people that ever called it was the scammers, always. We never gave that number out, which was more annoying. I was like, how on earth are you getting this number? Are you just guessing? Gigabit internet here is $13. Jesus Christ. It's just in the way in using up internet. Yeah, but so the thing is, Shalicard up here, they want you to bundle everything still. So, like, if you just want internet here, like my internet, if it was, let's just say it was going to cost $100. If all I wanted was internet, they would probably say, okay, well, that $100 internet is going to be $150 because all you want is internet. But if you want cable, we'll knock that price off. And then if you want a home phone, we'll knock that price even. So they make you bundle it because you'd be stupid not to have the cheaper price. That's just the way it is. Yeah, and we have one of the highest prices of internet and cell plans in the world. I think it's like us in Australia, I think, have the ridiculous prices. Shockingly, for some apparent reason, but they almost force you into these things, and there's no way around it. Like I said, you have, much like a lot of Americans, we have very small amount of choice. So like I said, I pay just over $200 for pretty much high tier cable and the best internet I can get, which is gigabit. I saw that. What is that all about? What are they missing Like, why is Australia gonna get rid of Google? What, like, is it something that they're disagreeing with them over about, or what? Because we gotta go to Elmo Springs. Yes, Elmo. We have a little different situation. The best internet provider in Moscow, and at the same time, the only phone line provider. And if you want any internet plan, you must also buy phone line and pay for it monthly. Okay. Oh, okay. I read about that. They've been fighting for that for a while. So, I think that's going to be coming because a lot of our places, like in Canada, like we don't have like Netflix doesn't pay tax, and hence, like, I as a customer of Netflix don't pay tax, but the Canadian government hates that. But the argument is over, like, digital goods should still be charging tax, and of course what that means is, like, well, of course they'll pay tax, they'll just pass it on to the customer, and then of course the customer is the voter who gets mad and says, like, look, I like paying my small amount of money for what I like. Yeah, except I hear in Australia it's a little bit worse of, like, they threaten to... No, I agree. Digital goods should not be taxed. It's only physical goods I think should be taxed. I agree with them. Like, it's funny. So in Canada, what happens is, and I'm sure it happens everywhere, but so what happens is, like, so the government will go to Netflix, or Netflix will go to government and go, so in order for us to avoid tax, how about we shoot a few of our shows in Canada, and then you guys will get the revenue that way. And then they all have an agreement. Okay, oh, that's great. But now that COVID has hit, there's very little, you know, shooting going on. So that, you know, that causes its own problems. But, you know, when things come back up and running, probably within a year or so, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Yeah, like, so they're gonna have to do an amendment, like, same for probably every single government. There's gonna have to be an amendment done to the tax code that can allow you to tax digital goods. Like, I've said this before. Even when I buy games, like, I've been pretty much buying digital games on my PlayStation and on Steam and everything. I know in some of the states they charge tax, like when you buy a Steam game, which is weird. But, like, I know when I buy a game on the PlayStation Store, there's no tax. But if I go to Best Buy and buy a physical copy, you're gonna get taxed. So obviously I'm like, well, that's a sizable chunk of money. You know, that's an extra $10 to $15 on a game that I wouldn't want to buy and spend. So why wouldn't I just buy the digital? Like, so I didn't have it. Oh, so yeah. So you must live in a state where they've decided that they can charge it. Like, there is a few states that have done that, and Canada is fighting for it. Because they look at it as, of course, missed income. So I'm sure, you know, my time will come where I'm getting taxed on my video games in digital form.
Oh, are you done
Texas of all places. Wow, that's where you're from. Find that odd. I thought you guys were all, you know, gung-ho, guns and freedoms and whatnot. Should probably save. Hey, Wings, look at that. 69 chapters. That's how many save spots we've used, Wings. I know she's gonna pay attention. Like, her ears are gonna perk up like a rabbit and go, "What? Oh, someone called me. What happened?" Are you a gun owner out in in Texas, Shallicard? I assume everyone that lives in Texas owns 18 guns. I did perk up like a bunny. Like, what? My name was mentioned? What happened? Pat, I'd like to buy a vowel? What? I have a pink 1911 my ex got. Why is it pink? Is that like, is that because you're feminine? Miss Mao. Wow, 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 wow. Like Owen Wilson when he says wow. Wow, wow, wow. She was taking the piss. For your Persona 5 Royal playthrough, I only used one save file. How, what if you screwed up somewhere? What if you screwed up somewhere? Oh, I can't even fathom using one. Oh my god. Just thinking about that is just making me, want to rip my eyes out. Ay, 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 on my sashos. I'm having a panic. I can't even, like, I hate overwriting, old files from 14 hours ago, let alone using the same one over and over and over again. Yes, yeah, I'm sure you did have a very successful playthrough. Oh, we're gonna follow on with Miss Mao. Shalakard, stop triggering me. Oh, this is terrible. I hate that every single one of my followers is doing this. Also, Violet Puddles missed her 2-hour mark, so now she's gonna have to wait till we've been going for 3 hours. I don't get what the problem is. What if you fuck up somewhere? That's the problem. Like, if I fuck up somewhere in this game, I can go back to the previous save and go, okay, good. Or the autosave. I guess it's different if there's autosaves. What? I'll hit you with this. This has happened to me. What if one of your save files was corrupt? If you were just using one save file, that one save file is corrupt. You have to start over, man. Now look, if this was a Persona game, I'd happily start over out of nowhere, whatever, right? But it's in the cloud. Not everything is in the cloud, man. I mean, that's different. When the game only has one save, that's different. I get overly annoyed when a game limits in the amount of save files you have. But whatever. If that's how it is, that's how it is. There's no switching it. Oh god, back to the pump again? We did this last game. Yeah, but like, how do you access multiple save files in the cloud? Like, can you access multiple save files in the cloud? Get with the times, the future is now, old man. Oh my god, someone ban Shalakard for like 10 minutes, please? I'm triggered by the old man comment. No, please don't. We're all good with him. Damn it. This is what happens when mods have a mind of their own. They know better than I do. As head of HR, I will allow. Damn it! They remembered their head of HR as well. All right, Vile Puddles. Thanks for stopping on in. It's always a pleasure. We'll see you again, I'm sure. Cheers. Yeah, where are we heading for these hot springs? I guess Sarah Foster 333 is never ever coming back again. That was probably a perma-ban. I have no problem banning somebody. Just let me press the big red button. You're like itching to want to like do something, some true mod powers, right? No, it's okay. It's okay. So Violet Puddles, if you do not know or if you can remember, is Sarah Foster 333. But she likes to stream Naked Skyrim, Naked Fallout, like with some lewd mods added to it. And I assume someone came around and went to her wrist, and it happens too many times, you get banned. So she made a new account. So keep it on the down low. Can't let Twitch know that she's evading a ban, because that'll get you in real trouble. Although in the world of VPN, I don't think IP bans are really a thing anymore. That used to be like when you're in, like, again, I'm showing my age. Remember, like, the world of ICQ and what was the Microsoft Messenger thing? You got out of line, all of a sudden you can't talk anymore. It's because, your IP always stayed the same. Nowadays, MSN, thank you, MSN Messenger. Nowadays, like, I think almost everyone's IP address is almost like almost every day, I think it's switched up to a new IP, so you can't really do anything about that anymore. I mean, VPNs are just as good, but certain sunglasses wearing gentleman inside. Oh, the guy in all black, that guy? We're gonna find him? Bueller? was this? Okay, this was the souvenirs. Anything good for us here? I mean, I'm so old I can remember both ICQ and MSN. I don't know if many people remember ICQ. See, ICQ tried to make a comeback like probably 15 years ago, 10 years ago maybe, but those just aren't things people use anymore. So remember to use a VPN when you go to the dark web. I've only been on the dark web like once or twice. It's very weird. Because it doesn't look like what you'd think. Like, it doesn't look like a normal browser. Like, it's pretty stupid, actually. But if you got to get some of those things that you need, type of thing. Reviving bombs. We need 10 of these, at least. We got some money flowing now, so. Penis charges. Let's grab another 5 of those. Alright, we are golden. Off to I use VPN just to use internet. They block everything. Yeah, like I guess that might be a Russian problem. Because the same as in China. Everyone is everyone's probably found their way around, if they want to look up Winnie the Pooh memes, I guess that's something they're allowed to do. Alright, so we should be able to open this now. Like we like, I'm sure the same is for the States. Like VPN usage is pretty much only if, I'm gonna torrent something. That's basically when it's used, type of thing. Mr. Putin doesn't want to leak that Steven Seagal is there. Is that where he is hanging out now? I thought it was. I thought so. What do we got here? Okay. Oh, what's this? How dare you try to hide something from me? I can't even get back there. What is this? I gotta grab another beer. Give me a sec. I mean, wasn't he always friends with Putin, though? Show the foot. Denise, are you allowed to tell us who you voted for in the previous election? You voted for Putin, right? Even if you didn't vote for Vladimir Putin, you voted for Putin, right? That's how it works over there. When Russian government blocked Pornhub sued the company that blocked it, and in about 2 months, Pornhub got unblocked. It was the greatest win of all time. Or doesn't Putin change the like, I don't know if you guys have terms like everywhere else does, but like, doesn't he change of like, okay, I'm the president now, but then presidents have terms, so I'm going to change myself into prime minister. But then when he's president, he changes all the power to the prime minister, and then he becomes prime minister. Isn't that how he works? Or like the grand chancellor of Russia or something? Everybody votes for Putin, even if they don't live in Russia, or even if they are dead. Yes, you vote for Putin. So who's like, I guess I'm really getting on a touchy subject here. Like, you never know, he might be listening, but like, he's pretty old, isn't he? Isn't he like in his 70s? Like, I hate to think of that as old because my parents are that old, but like, who's gonna be the next guy that comes into Russia and runs the show? Like, does he have kids that are gonna take over the world or something? I'm just waiting for either Disney or Amazon to buy one another, then wait for Nestle to buy the winner, and then Pornhub buys Nestle. Putin 2.0. Like, who is bigger right now? Like, aren't there laws to prevent one of those from buying the other? Like, is Nestle, like, what is the biggest company in the world right now? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's, I don't think it's Disney, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's Nestle or Amazon. It's Nestle. Okay, so they probably have a bajillion trillions of dollars. Yes, stay away from the geysers. Yeah, like, aren't they buying up fresh water resources, like, everywhere? Why don't they just buy the ocean? no map here. Are you kidding me? They literally own the ocean. I mean, I always seem to think of like, you know, as a country in Canada here who has pretty much the world's, you know, freshwater resource, and, you know, trying to keep it that way by not selling it to a company like Nestle. But you would think that, like, eventually, if and when, probably long after our lifetimes, there's going to be a point where, you know, they're going to run out of fresh water if we haven't figured out, like, how to get more of it. But they, like, there already exists, like, that salinization, thing. That, like, that's how, like, you desalt the ocean to make it fresh water. No one does it because, A, there's an abundance of fresh water, and because it's expensive. If the world ran out of fresh water, then they would just do this salinization thing, and then more people would be doing it, and then the cost would come down. So, like, I've never been worried about, oh, the lack of fresh water. Heck, there's probably enough water on Mars or something that it's irrelevant anyways, but sure, Amazon owns land, but I mean, it's like, what, 25%? Probably. The Great Water Wars. So there's Putin and Medvedev, two guys from the same consignment. When Putin can't rule anymore, Medvedev becomes president and Putin prime minister, and he just tells Medvedev what to do for the time when he's president, and then Putin has too much powerful friends and followers in government, so even if he dies, nothing will change. Medvedev will be president after he dies, and somebody else was. Okay, so it's never going to change, ever. That's great to know. Oh god, it's like Maze Central here. Oh god. Okay. So he's got himself a pretty good thing going. Oh, they even have their blatant corruption out in the... I mean, that's the joke, though, I think, is that everyone knows it's a joke. Wait, what are you gonna do? You gonna tell them no? It's the same as the stuff with China. Everyone knows that there's tons of human rights problems going on and everything, but like everyone trades with China. Everyone gets cheap goods from China. Are you gonna call, like, anytime a country wants to call China out, they just get eliminated from, like, the trade agreements and everything, and then, you know, your country shits the bed. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Crash a plane into their house and problem solved. I guess. But nothing will come of this type of stuff. Like, that's the comical thing to me. Like, everyone wants to say, like, oh, you know, China, Russia, whatever country, they're doing terrible things. Like, okay, do something about it. Actually stick to your guns. No one will, because money is the end-all, be-all. So, whatever. Until that changes, or until we start using the skybucks as, you know, the Bitcoin becomes the big thing. And even then, you can't tell me that all these governments aren't involved with, you know, Bitcoin already to begin with. Whatever. It's all irrelevant. No, which hence, why does the UN exist if they're not going to fight? Like, that's the thing, isn't it? You're supposed to be able to fight for every country if they have a problem. How's it work in Canada? Is it like same as America? You just have a line of parties and you need to choose the one you like and vote, or you have a maple emperor, something like that. Is it butt cream time? Butt cream time. Ladies and gentlemen, you get to enjoy the Be Right Back screen. Enjoy it. No, that's not what we do, Shalacard. I'll explain what we do. God damn it. Was that music any better than the previous music? I'm unsure. We're similar to America, except we usually have, I would argue, 3 parties instead of 2 that are capable of winning. Like, we have many more parties. I think there's like probably 6 or 7 parties, but realistically 3 have a general chance of winning, and then the head of that party becomes the prime minister. And again, we're a little different than America. Like, every 4 years, America has to vote for a new president, whereas in Canada, I think it has to be guaranteed every 5 years or every 6 years there has to be an election. So it's not like a set time. And also, at any given time, it could be, I think it could be like 2 months later. A prime minister can make a call to have another vote or another election to extend their time. So let's say if they're doing very well politically, they'll call for another vote for an election, and then they can keep going their time. So like, usually what they do is unless they're forced into it, they usually wait until they've done some very good things, you know, for the country, and then they're like, okay, I think I'm gonna call for an election, and then everyone will vote for me because I was doing good things, type of thing. That's how it works. Essentially, yes. I don't know if there are term limits, like there are in the States, but they could essentially go forever. Generally, they don't. At most, I think. Well, we do come from a monarchy. We're still under the Commonwealth with the Brits. I mean, if you want to get technical, we are still run by England. We are still run by the Queen. I can remember from older history classes, and I'm fairly certain it's true. Not that it would ever come to this, but there is like, I guess if we ever couldn't figure out our shit in Canada, or we couldn't get a prime minister going, I believe the Queen is allowed to make choices on our country. But it's never come to that. Can I live in my basement? If I had a basement, sure. You can cook toast in a pan. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a good toaster. But yeah, I don't have a basement. I live in an apartment, so yeah, it's never come to that. Like, but we still govern independently, but the Queen is still in charge of the Commonwealth, which is, like, I believe it's Canada, Australia, New Zealand. There's probably a couple other handful of countries that all run the same way. Like, we're all independent, but you better not fuck up, otherwise the Queen of England or the King of England, when it eventually happens, will fuck your day up. She'll come in here and start bossing you around. Because every once in a while, like, when it becomes close, or they would say, like, there's I'm trying to think of the word. It's another thing that can cause an election here. Like, I think it's called a loss of confidence. So what happens is, say our prime minister right now, he's right now in a minority government, I believe it's called. So he's very smart about wanting to approach no, not a crisis. It's not that. If there's a bill he wants to put forward, if he had a majority government, he wouldn't have to worry about putting that bill forward and having it voted on, because his party would vote it in. But because he has a minority, if he loses that bill vote, it triggers an election. So obviously all he does now is, unless he's absolutely sure that, you know, all parties would vote on a bill, he doesn't put anything forward. So that's the problem of, like, when people need something, like in a crisis, like, you know, we were very good with the crisis of getting people money. If you were affected by COVID and you lost your job, you were getting $2,000 a month, which was great, but it was still, like, you know, that had to be voted on. Luckily, everyone voted on it. But if he would have lost that vote, then they would have removed him, or not removed him. That doesn't sound right. They would have called an election. So, and again, he could have won again, but that's just how it goes forward. But he also does have, much like the president in the U.S., he can sign executive orders, and I'm trying to think. He's used that a lot in during COVID, so he can just bypass. So like he's been spending a lot of money for COVID. That doesn't have to go through our House of Commons, which is like your Congress or your Capitol, where they have to vote on things. So he's been bypassing all that stuff, which annoys a lot of people, which is hilarious. Ask the questions. I'm here to answer as much as I know. I'm still trying to figure out how we can move Denise into our basement. So if he got voted off, but the people re-elect him, then he gets voted off. Yeah, so, okay, so I sort of screwed up in my wording there. So what'll happen, like I said, say he puts a bill to be voted on, and because he's right now in a minority government, so there's, like I said, there's a bunch of other parties, but because he's a minority, it could be the other two parties will vote against it, and then his bill gets defeated. That causes a call for an election, because it's a vote of loss of confidence by the other parties, so an election gets recalled. And you have to remember that it's not that the people are calling for it. He could be making a decision as a prime minister to make, like, let's just take COVID for an example. He puts out a bill that I want every single Canadian to get $3,000 or $4,000. Wait, let's just throw it over regular. Let's say I want every Canadian to get $5,000 a month while COVID is happening, so that they don't have to worry about losing their house, whatever, right? The other two parties would go bananas, like, oh my God, where are you going to pull this money from? You're such a liberal. We're going to vote against it. So they would vote against that bill, causing an election to be called because the bill lost. But the prime minister wanted something that probably the majority of Canadians would be like, yeah, like I wanted that. What the hell is wrong with these other people? So what would happen would be is like everyone would vote for him again and be like, that's what the people wanted. And then it would be sort of like, and then if he got a majority of it, he would then be a majority leader. So then like the other parties would realize like, oh geez, like I guess politically that didn't make a lot of sense, but that's what the people want. And then he would become re-elected, and then he wouldn't have to call another election for at least 5 years. So I hope that makes a little bit more sense. And he could also lose, like it just goes back to a ballot again of that. But if he's in a majority, he doesn't have to call an election or anything. He can wait 5 years. So like I think we've had our prime minister now for, I think he's like in his 7th year, and he's still got a few more years, so he could be one for many years, and he's young. But we're very much starting to be like the States, of where it's starting to be almost like a two-party system where people aren't people are starting to get a little more conservative dependent upon a few things. So it's all dependent upon a lot of things, but they always joke that our prime minister now gets the immigrant vote, because he allows Canada to take in a lot of immigrants, and because he's allowing them in, they vote for him. But he's a good prime minister. He got my vote, so it's just very much like America. There's a lot of people who are like, he's too left, or he's too this, or he's whatever. But Canada is outside of the West, which we would refer to as very similar to the U.S. South, which is very right-wing. There isn't enough people in those provinces to outweigh where I live. They can just keep getting elected. I don't believe there's a term limit. But usually they do something stupid, or they get old, or they get kicked out. Usually when they lose, they try to find a new leader for the party. So like if he probably lost, he's probably gonna lose in a landslide, and then they're gonna be like, okay, you're not gonna be prime minister again. You can't be leader. Go off to your fucking mansion, and that's the end of that. That's how that works. Like, I'm trying to think of one that's been around long term. Like I said, it takes them 5 years minimum to call an election, and that's up to them whether they want to or not. But usually by then there's always some scandal, or they get too old or something. A step away from a monarchy. But yeah, like I said, we are run by the queen still. So like that's their choice of how we were. Like when we were becoming a country, we had to go to England and have that level of agreement of this is how this is gonna go. So they keep their foot on in it. I always thought it would be comical to see, like, if that ever came to fruition, seeing England run us as a country. I think that'd be, I mean, they're not very different than how we run things, so like it wouldn't be any different, but it would just be comical to like I've asked Baker this before. So she passes down her power to the Prime Minister, who runs the country. But as far as I know, it works the same way as it does here in Canada. If the Prime Minister starts to fuck around, the Queen essentially has say. I guess she tries not to get in the way of those things, but she does have sway. Like, she still has to sign off on all their bills and their laws. So nothing still doesn't get past her. But I guess it's always been argued as it's a little bit just as a formality. Like, she does it just because that's the way it is. But does she truly have power? It's up for debate. But as far as I'm to believe, she's in power still to take away the power from the Prime Minister. Because remember, she signs off on him being Prime Minister, or her being Prime Minister. Well, I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure there was like a YouTube video I saw. I don't think it's possible to arrest the Queen of England. Like, I think she can do whatever the hell she wants in England. Like, she can murder someone, and you can't do shit against her. Don't hold me to that, like, for sure, but there was a video on, like, what, like, the powers of what that she can and can't do, and it's basically she can do whatever the hell she wants. Like, she doesn't because she's a good queen, but it's fairly open-ended as to what she can do. We need Baker here to explain everything. No one has a problem with this. Is it really that weird? It's such an American thought. I mean, Trump didn't fucking murder anybody, but he did some dumb things. Was he out getting arrested everywhere? No. And I don't mind turning this into some type of political chit-chat, because I don't avoid that stuff here, but it is comical in a sense, right? It's comical on every end you look at it, right? It is crazy. But that's the problem of the monarch. There is no taking away from that. Like, until they as a country decide that they no longer want to be run by a monarch, and I don't know even how that would go about. It's always going to be that. Like, you know, when the queen dies, or she decides to relinquish her power, it's gonna go to her son Prince Charles, and then when he passes, it's gonna go to King William, like, and then when he passes, it's gonna go to his son, like, until England decides, like, no, this isn't for us anymore. Like, that's how it's gonna be. So there is nothing around it. Now, of course, they're still putting in a prime minister to sort of cover it, but it doesn't change anything. I mean, look at the crazy places, like something that's run by like Saudi Arabia, that's run by like a prince or something like that. Now that's really weird to me. Like that's not even they don't even have like someone who's governing the country. It's just the Saudi prince does whatever the hell he wants, and that's it. Like there's no governance to it. At least in England, like sure you gotta listen to what the Queen says, but they still have a government behind that makes the calls. Yeah, they're all animals. Yeah, they're silly. They don't believe in human rights over there. Like, you don't have to pull that one off me. But if a Saudi prince does want to come in here and drop 50K as a donation, I'll happily accept. Don't cancel me. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna cancel you like that reporter that got into the embassy, and they just like cut him up into pieces, and the government did nothing about it because they don't want to do anything against the Saudi Arabian government because they give them money. Give me a break. Like that is the worst thing. Like you just look at it that way.
We're good to go.
I can't remember what his name was, but he went to the embassy, and they essentially silenced him, got rid of him, and you know nothing came of that at all. Is this guy gonna chase me or just stands there, eh? Oh, of course it is easier. No denying that at all. But it is a little stupid. They had the same mentality as Vegas. Probably true. I have seen Casino. Casino is my favorite movie. Every problem can be solved in the desert. Yeah, the problem is you want to go out there beforehand and start digging, because the more people show up, the more holes you got to dig. The next thing you know, you're out there all night digging holes. Nobody wants that. Yeah, that's my favorite movie. Funny you brought that up. I love that movie. Do you have something that can attack all? Oh, you know it, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Which is funny though, like the Irishman, I didn't mind it. I think it was a little too long, which was part of its problem. Like it wasn't a terrible movie, but way too long. Like I feel like that could have been broken up into 2 movies.
Seems you came up short.
I feel like we've missed some things here. Like, I feel like I want to go back and check, because this is probably going to be where we need to go. Because we didn't look up here. Pardon me, sir. Yeah, I knew we missed something. You see a heart carved out Around Adol and Doggy. Where did this chest come from? Nobody knows. Pardon me, sir. Just walking by you. All of Scorsese movies. Yeah, yes. And they're all relatively pretty good. I mean, one would argue. I mean, I think they're all really good, but just a little on the long side of things, right? He does. He does know how to make movies.
Take that.
Kill this thing. Good. Oh, I remember he called it. Yeah, he's. I mean, he's old school, right? Like that's.
Take that.
I have no problem with that. Like, the thing with the Marvel movies are like, and then you know, there's a business for the Marvel movies. No, I'm not gonna deny that. There is something about, you know, being able to go to a movie theater or whatever, even at your home, but to be able to throw on something just like
Seems you came up short.
to not think about it, right? Whereas like I would argue like a Scorsese movie, like there's got a plot to it where you gotta think and you know and to that level of enjoyment, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like a Marvel movie, like that's like you sit back, enjoy it, you know, you basically be lobotomized, and you know it's not gonna take away from you, you know, thinking it through type of thing, right? Like if that makes sense for everybody. Marvel movies are dumb, rubbish. You shoot and throw away for your... That, yeah. Not getting anything wrong there. Denise always has a way with words. Can appreciate it. It's so hard to not think of your name as being is Denise instead of Dennis. It's because the market isn't the movie but the toy. Right. So arguably like Star Wars. I mean, George Lucas didn't make his millions or no, sorry, billions from the movie Star Wars. He made it from licensing out Star Wars to make the toys because Fox didn't take that money from him. And then he sold that deal off to Disney for... What did he sell Star Wars for? Was it like 4 billion? Or was it 40 billion? I mean, forgetting enough that $1 billion is a ton of money. I want to say it was 4 billion and not 40, but
Seems you
I appreciate you thinking about my name. Well, it's just that like over here, Denise is a generally a woman's name, and Dennis would be a man's name. But I remember you told me that when you first came into the channel that it was because I called you Dennis, and you said no, it's pronounced Denise. But maybe that's just how it is, and that's fine. I've accepted that. That's what we call you over there. He called you a woman. I didn't call him a woman. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. That's a song, right? Baby, come back. Denise could probably kick my ass, so I should probably... He'll fly on all the way over from Russia with Putin just to kick my ass. He'll come and hassle me. Start pushing me around. I need to pay more attention to the turn order. I could have avoided any of this garbage. Still finish him off. End this garbage.
We're good to go.
As long as I'm not dropping my weight, I can beat you. But when I'm done losing weight, I will be weak like a branch that everyone can break me. Great. And what makes you think that I am, you know, us little guys, we're fast and quick. I could get the drop on you, Denise. I get that drop on you. Oh God, should have went the other way. Oh well. Okay, there he is, all in black and sunglasses. This is our man. Evening late. It's Val Venus, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, so is he one of these Ouroboros guys? Enforcer number 8, Walter the Direwolf. I'm starting to see why this series was jumped on into like 3 full games, because there's no way we're going to see all of these enforcers and deal with all of them in this game alone. So your experiments are over. So we can just let this guy go. We don't have really any worry about this. We could if they weren't lazy. True. They get quick depth. Heads shattered like eggs, spilling their brains out on the road for everyone to see. I got an idea. How about we do that to you instead? That blonde head of yours looks pretty fragile. It looks like it's going to be fight time. Fight time with Mr. Sasso. How many ads are you going to have? What kind of moves are you going to do? He's not even blonde. I know, right? Like, he's blonde in that picture, but then when they show the other picture, yeah, he's a ginger. Gingers have no souls, as we do know. I'm sorry if you're a ginger and you have no soul, but it's the way it is. Oh, he just Thanos snapped on us. Oh, okay. There's the ads we were looking for. Apparently, when you stimulate the septium vines, they grow as huge as these guys here. Have fun, ladies. What, is he running away? Okay, so we're not even fighting him here. This is great. Pal, veins, yes. It's veins, not vines. Did I say vines? I thought I said veins. Okay, we're getting raped here. This is not good. Alright, yeah, we're gonna get everyone's clock up, their cock up. Get everyone acting quickly is what you need, I think. I could have sworn I said veins. Guess I said vines. One shot them and get it. I wish I could. I wish I could. But unfortunately, this game doesn't work like this half the time. Let's see who he can get with his move here. Not a lot. God damn, they're all so spread out too. That's what sucks. Do we get rid of these parasites?
Let me show you the true essence of
You telling me you didn't overlevel? No, in this game you sort of can't. You sort of can't overlevel. It sort of stops you in the grind session of all things. Like it's not a thing it wants you to do. Don't ask me why. I thought you knew that from the previous time we were doing this. I thought you were on top of this.
Scary.
I'm just hoping that they don't make those things come back. Oh, I bypassed her stupid move to speed up. God damn it. Okay, I'll take a miss. Seemingly they can't walk too far unless they want to use magic, which isn't taking a ton off, but... I played this game like 20 years ago. I didn't even know you played this game, for Christ's sakes. Okay, so they don't like air, so use air or just beat them to death, I guess. One of those two. I wonder if we could get them all to... Okay, so that's only going to taunt one of them. Alright, that sucks. Good old Ariel, can you grab two of these guys? Of course you can. Nice moves. So you played this on the PSP then, obviously, right? Because that's all this was available on back then, obviously. I'm a moron. Yeah, I remember if I came out, I was in the 6th grade. Oh my god. Actually, let's clock up Tita. That way everyone's got their speed up and running. And it's used immediately. Oh, it was on the PS2 as well? Yeah, it was on. So, it's funny, I had someone come in here when I was first starting it. And they were wondering what I was playing on because I guess it looked good. And I was like, oh, I'm playing on PC. And they're like, oh, I played this game on the PSP. And I was wondering how I was streaming it, I guess, was their word. So I was like, oh, well, that's how. So. But the game only came out 14 years ago. Yeah, here we go. Denise is gonna pick away your oh, Jesus Christ. She's gonna pick you apart. Oh, come on, you're gonna get two of these going? I hope to God you're not gonna murder me here. Thank God on that. Jesus Christ. It was the PSP, I found it. Wow, look at you. How big is that area you can work on with that? Oh. See, we have the speed up, and we're still not getting that out quickly enough. I'm hoping that you can blind them and get Olivier to do... I don't know. Is this going to work? I don't know. They resisted it. Great. Dead. So stupid. So stupid. Why are these things so hard? Like, these things are... I've argued this. Like, maybe we should have played on dad mode. I don't know. But they are tough cookies here.
Take that.
Who let you escape? And I could have used another one of those bombs. Yeah? Okay, so, oh my god. It looks like... Is that funny? Okay. Yeah, I almost have to accept the fact that we're gonna die here. So, just... What on earth are you saying? It's a bunch of gibberish. Just accept that we aren't going to live long here. We'll have to read this fight. He does want attention. Does anyone know what he's saying? Because I have no idea. Alright, Estelle, it's just you. So just murder everyone you can here. I do have a... I give him this. I give him an old PS3 controller. So he can make you think that he's going to... Because they do look similar. Right? Here you go. Want that? Here, he's talking. Everyone's like, he wants a turn. Oh, man. That is cruel. What's cruel? What did we do that was cruel? He's not even 2, Denise. He doesn't know a working controller from a non... Actually, I think he does know a working controller from a non-working controller. Because he'll always go for this one, or the one that's charging. See, that's like, isn't that the worst part? Like, you always hear of people, you know, they're usually just like, oh, I play games with my younger brother or sister, and I give them the controller that doesn't work or isn't hooked up. But you know, they pick up on that real quick. They know when it's not working. They know him. All right, let's just get something out here. Maybe we'll win, but I don't know how do we go forward with this fight? Could you imagine? I was just gonna say, if Estelle didn't get hit there, could you imagine she like hits another one? Yeah, like I don't know the take here, to be honest. Like I thought clocking everyone up was the move, but clearly that's not. I mean, they're weak against. I mean, I guess we could go. That's one thing I don't have, is a bunch of people do not have wind powers. Like I still feel like that's the move of we need to be acting quickly here. And getting rid of those stupid bugs is also another move. I feel like I didn't screw up at the very beginning. I don't think so, anyways. I mean, tell me, please, if I'm screwing up, let me know. I love backseat gaming. I love it. I'm not one of these morons like, oh, please don't help me. I have no idea. Like, no, I need to know. The solution is to play a different game. Isn't that always the solution? Shalacard always with the jokes, though, by the way. That's how he is. The solution is to play a different game, you retarded. I mean, yeah, sure. I guess it could be. The Parasite Prima. Sucks fluids out of prey for nutrients. That sounds about on the nose. I mean, I guess maybe the next thing is just keeping everyone healed up. How dare you mock me? I'm gonna report this stream to police. Do so, please. As long as you guys aren't getting... Oh, see, that's the move that pisses everybody off. Alright, I can't have these things all attacking at once. Oh, see, that now they're all...
Prepare to meet your doom. Come on, everyone.
Hoping maybe we can kill all 3 of them with her attacks. Oh, beautiful. That saves me having to use Olivier's attack. Wonderful. Alright, we gotta get everyone healed up here. Close. We're close. Is this the world we're in right now? This is terrible. I mean, you bought Death Stranding? Why? I mean, I've never played it, so I can't make a guess as to if it actually is a good. Like, do we want to like be using these things? I don't even know. Upping CP power, stuff like that. Like, we're good here, but. And the Persona dancing games. Oh, you cannot mock me for Persona and then tell me that you bought all the Persona dancing games. Wait, you like the Persona games though, don't you? I don't think you're the one that mocks me. I think it's Baker that mocks me for those. I can't get mad at you. How could I stay mad at you? Yeah, that's why I stayed the first year. Yeah, like, so I bet you're looking forward to me playing through all of those ones then again, aren't you? Like, that's going to be soon. That's going to be really soon, actually. We're going to get to those. We will get to those, I promise. She needs a far more powerful heal. She's still just a little bit off. This is what sucks. We're off just by a little bit, but if they're gonna attack me, it's gonna be over, and god damn it. And I need to, you know, you've got the move for the aerial, so like that's good. So, you know, you could take out 2 or 3 of them. God damn it. As long as they don't move towards us. Like, do I take that chance? Hope to God you don't murder me? Like that? Yeah, that's some damage right there. That's some damage. I could use that. Don't worry, Shallow. We'll play the answer next. I have not lied. It did take me a while, but it's in my. I downloaded that mod that allows you to play instead of the computer taking over, and so I had to test it out to make sure it worked. And I started getting all those feelings of like, oh, I want to play Persona 3. On top of this, so I never knew this before. I didn't know that my playthrough on Persona 3 on YouTube, I started like 10 hours in. I didn't even start from the beginning. So I deleted that long ago. So we have no Persona 3 playthrough that we need to get through and done. And then we will do both, I guarantee. We'll play on easy or something. It doesn't matter. I'm there for the story. I love Persona games. We bought Persona 4 Golden. We've never played that. And then there's Royal. We haven't played that. There's all added stuff to this. And then, of course, Strikers is coming out with it. So, like, there's a lot of games to play. And I don't feel like we'll be Persona'd out. And that's what bringing everyone earlier on into the stream beforehand. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll get there, friend. We'll get there. Do I have an item that's going to like help out everybody? Nope, that's just for one person. Surprise cookie, you could whip that at someone's head. I thought I had food that was like good for everybody. Apparently not. God damn it. We need to come up big here, because I'm scared to death. Come on. Right, can we get lucky and get rid of a few of these guys here at all
Let me show you.
without them using some stupid moves? Close and yet so far away. Okay, you're a wasted move. That was the move I didn't want to see. Hopefully it doesn't murder anybody. Got lucky. We're getting lucky here every once in a while. Just barely, but I'm not a fan here. Oh, come on. You can't nail both of them. Sort of the bull crap that rears its ugly head every once in a while. It really does. I'm more, dude. If I could figure out how to kill them today, yesterday, any day. Like none of them are dying. None of them are dying. See, she's not even gonna. I need people to stay alive here. All right, Estelle's okay. I really need Estelle to jump on in here to stay healed here. Oh, who can we eliminate though? We actually could probably eliminate that guy. Okay. Heal them? I did heal them. It's that move that is annoying. I can't take too many of those. Without lightning, I can take. That I can take. But I need them all together. Oh god. And they're all too far away. Like maybe we'll just work on this guy one at a time. Get Estelle to work on in so that we can all get healed.
Take that.
That's good. That's good. Good. And I love when they don't do anything either. That's another plus. I think that's the secret here, unfortunately, is we've got to be all together. Can we get lucky here?
Someone's been naughty.
I don't think she's gonna do enough damage to murder him, but close enough. The problem is I can only take like one of those. That's it. One. Like if this guy does another one of those, Estelle's dead and then it's ruined. Okay. Okay. So that should murder that one. Estelle can probably cock up. Or heal herself, actually, would probably be a good call. She's acting pretty low here. Probably use Charizard's gonna need to be, Oh, see, she doesn't even get an opportunity? What garbage is this that's happening? See, this is the bullshit. This is the bullshit that's happening. They're all missing out on their opportunities. Or do I shoot this guy to make hers guaranteed? Oh, you moved out of the way. God damn it. Okay, good. Lightning. Lightning we can deal with. Lightning we can deal with. still good. Don't want to waste. Oh, that could be good.
Guys,
A little bit of morale booster. That guy's just gonna stumble around. Perfect, perfect. Heal everybody. All right, we're back in business, I think. I'm still here. I went to take a piss. I'm almost done. Do you imagine I would have, like, burned this and it wouldn't have gone over well? We are so working on this still. It's taking us forever. Just work with me here. I don't have the people that should be having wonderful moves. They just don't exist. You're pissing me off. He keeps moving away too far. Looks like the Abyss Worms are dangerous. And I'm also very worried that somewhere down the line, we're gonna get screwed. Yeah, I should probably use an EP charge on Charizard.
we're good to go.
Make sure that she can still heal. That's what I was hoping you weren't gonna do. You did it. You pissed me off. At least we're pissing off the right people. Oh, can we get everybody here? Oh yeah, beautiful. That's what I love seeing. Just we can't have Olivier moving around too much. This is the ridiculousness of the whole situation. I wish she could do a little bit more. You're absolutely terrible here. Who is doing the? It's you. Oh no, it's her as well. Have Tita act a little bit more. I mean, we'll wrap this up and then we'll be done for the day. We'll figure out what the story. I'm assuming this will be the end of the chapter. Yeah, move everyone back on in. Yeah, it's been a long go.
Take that.
Why do you keep moving? And we had some CP coming up now as well, so just keep that up. Keep everyone's healed up. Like Shalakart said, you know, he's riding us in the right direction. At least I think he is. At least I hope he is. I can't reach that guy, but he's pretty well. See, we can't reach him, which would be a waste, but puts her in the middle. Can she reach him? She can. One left. We should be able to take this home. Even if he's going to be doing all this terrible stuff. Which I absolutely hate. I hate it. It's terribleness. I can't play the game for you. Eventually you have to do something. I am doing something. I'm in the middle of doing a bunch of stuff, quite frankly, but you don't care to listen. Nobody wants to listen to me.
Take that.
It's the world we live in. Okay, keep moving in. Get as close to these morons as possible. Okay, I knew he was gonna do that. That's fine. We got one more little heal. Maybe Queen will listen. Maybe. Who's the? Oh, I saw you went full back to that. That was a good joke. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. We should probably be able to get everyone's move in here, as well as Tira's attack. And we should be able to use all the CP power here. Should be able to end it nicely. Nice little pummel party right there, and that'll end it. Should be. Should probably get ready just in case I have to destroy it. Now we have to face probably the guy in black, because he's gonna be really mad that we fought off all these worms. He's gonna be like, "Oh shit, I didn't realize you guys had bracer powers or something." A gummy eyeball. Could you imagine we have to murder this guy now? That did take a long time. That did. That's generally how it goes. Are you gonna like jump into that hole, or are we gonna have to fight you now, or are you as like the pocket sand gonna run away? Is Denise still here, or is he off making toast? Oh god, no. I can't take a fight with this guy. This is bullshit, he swore. He's busy being friends with Putin. He tells me this Divine Blade isn't the only one in Liberal who gave me a turn for his money, and this is what I get. Sweet talk to Professor and letting me hunt old Fang. I mean, I don't think you hunting Joshua is going to work out well for you. I'm going to say he's like the most powerful of all of them. You disgusting sicko. I'll give you props on taking my punch and still being able to stand, but give it up. I can see your knees buckling. We're going to bring him home. Oh, I don't know what that says in Russian, Denise. Turn on your American keyboard once. Although I wish I understood what a backwards R and a TYT meant. I should really take up my Russian. It means he's here. I think HET means hey, I'm here. I'll accept that. Yeah, I'll accept that. We don't know what it says, but it is him here. Maybe his cat's walking across his keyboard, maybe. I don't know. Uh-oh. Our seagull friend is going to take care of him. Oh, who's this? Oh, I remember this guy. Oh, that's what it says. Here, okay. I remember this guy from the previous game. It's starting to make more sense to me that if you ever came to this game as playing this as your first Trails game, why it says, like, it doesn't say who his name was, because you'd be like, who the hell is that? But I recognize the big tall guy. Good old Zin. Oh, we all gonna fight together now? Could you imagine there's another fight? I can't imagine it. It would break Master's heart to see. Spare me the righteous claptrap. Borderlands character. Can you imagine he just came out of nowhere and started just talking nonsense to everybody? And this guy knows Kilika, who's been the guild receptionist for years. What's going on? I'm telling you, you won't get that until we at least finish this game. And I'm going to assume this might be the end of chapter 2 of 9 chapters. So we still have many more chapters to go. But I try to stick with my own rule of I don't want to have too many RPGs going on at the same time. As much as I would love to play Persona 3 again, it will come in due time, my friend. It will come. And that's when the hundreds of viewers will come. Yeah, apparently it's twice as long as the first one. I don't know. But I'm enjoying it. Like, that's the thing. I'm liking my time with it. It's interesting. I just have to get more beer, that's all. Wait, we're just gonna let him walk past? Oh, like he just disappeared? Yeah, long parts of no combat. It's the same with like I'm in the middle of Dragon Quest, except that's my chill game slash chill. Haven't been into that in a bit either, but those are some long ass games we're getting into, and I was gonna play Uncharted 4. Dragon Quest 11's good. It's really good. Did you ever play any of the other Dragon Quest games? Like my first entrance into Dragon Quest was number 8. That was on the PS2. I bought that. Never really played much of it, but you know that was another game I wanted to get back into as well and play. But far long. I got way too much to do. Okay, see, I was always a Final Fantasy guy. And then I always heard like Dragon Quest was the Japanese of what game they preferred, as you know they loved Final Fantasy as well, but they were so big on Dragon Quest, or Dragon Warrior I was named over there. And Final Fantasy was a little bit more for the Western audience. You only picked it up because it looked like Dragon Ball Z. That's funny. Oh yeah, relax in the springs. Sure. I got to the part where I leave the village and his girlfriend just gives him a charm. Oh, like, so you're really early on. It's a good game. Like, I'm about 15 hours into Dragon Quest 11. Excuse me. And I'm loving it. But it looks good. It's one of those games of where, like, you go with a simple art style, but if you do it right, you can make that game look, you know, like anything can look really good. Sort of like even like Borderlands. The thing, like, if you try something different and new to what's, you know, overly realistic and stuff, like, you'd be surprised what you can accomplish. I like how Trunks is the protagonist in this one. Trunks? What the fuck is Trunks? Am I missing a slang term for something? Trunks? Oh, I don't watch Dragon Ball. My anime take is like Death Note. What am I holding on to? Hold on. I'll hold my nipples. You got that? I'm holding on. So Kalika is giving it to Zin here. Compensation. No, I was reading the text. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Get some money, though. And then it hit me, I'm not the one controlling the text. I'm sorry. Usually, like, I've always been sort of like, I won't read it, but I'm so used to playing games where, you know, they talk all this dialogue, because unless it's meaningless, that's where my banter comes in. That's what I love about the Persona series. I love a voice acted RPG. That's good. I watch streamers read the dialogue. I'll read the important stuff, but this, like, if you think of it in the broad part of this, is like we've already done the important part of where we've seen the next guy of the enforcers part, number 8, the guy with the sunglasses, whatever you want to call him. Don't expect too much out of me. I mean, I joke around every once in a while, and I'll talk with a British accent or a funny girl voice, but I don't know how people do it, man. I mean, I think people come to me for this, you know, just the banter back and forth. But most people know what's going on. They're just filling in a little bit of a story part. Come on. Give me the voice acting. I can't. The The one day that I did that, this is probably many moons ago, the next day my throat hurt so much as if I sucked so much cock. You wouldn't believe it. I'll give credit where credit's due to people that do that. I can't read it all. Like, it's just far too much going on. Far too much. I will argue, and being a dad makes me realize this much further. If I can get my son to get into RPGs, specifically I would prefer Japanese RPGs, but whichever. I didn't realize until I was older, but the amount of reading that you do, and like, everyone gets on, oh, you should read a book, and you know, a lot of people are like, oh, don't play video games, they rot your brain type of thing. I'm someone who can appreciate video games, was able to go to school and do well, and I can appreciate this. Like, if my son came to me when he was older and said, like, you know, I don't want to read a book, but I'd love to play like an RPG where I can read all of this in and take it in, like, it's the same to me as reading a book. You're implementing two things at once. That's great. Maybe you can make me millions playing Fortnite. There isn't as much reading in Fortnite, of course, but I was never a big book reader myself. I was always into video games, big RPGs like this. And when you thought of it, you know, like, people who don't play video games never realize, like, how much reading there actually is involved in an RPG. And it's like, you are reading. Like, I thought I could have sworn it was some time ago, but, like, someone said, like, the equivalent of, like, playing an RPG was, like, the equivalent of reading, like, 2 to 3 long-form books, which was pretty good. Like, you're all taking it in. I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to everyone, the aliens that are in behind me. But you would be shocked at how much you're taking in without even thinking about it. Like, whereas a book, sure, it might take a little bit more focus out of it, but I would like to guide him in this direction. They're interesting, and they're also good for learning words and getting on that. So I'd love to get him in on that. With my luck, he'll just want to play Fortnite all goddamn day, and it'll be terrible. I hope Fortnite's not a thing in a few years, but we already know the answer to that. It will be. They're doing extremely well. Although having played Fortnite, I would play it with him, like, you know, for the bonding experience. But beyond that, I hate the building. I hate the building in Fortnite. I can't do it. What's Christopher Lloyd, Doc, talking to us about the churches here? Orbital Technologies? We have no idea. Do we have to buy stock in Orbital Technologies? Is it like Tesla or something? The Epstein Foundation. I thought Epstein didn't kill himself. I mean, does anyone believe that? Like, for sure he was killed in jail. For sure. So funny. I wouldn't. I'd be like, you're no son of mine, and would probably leave him at a firehouse and tell him to ask the fireman to help him play Fortnite. I mean, but technically I'm a firefighter at my job, so I can't just leave him at my job and say, like, well, that's, you know, go play Fortnite with the boys. No. We'll figure it out with him. I mean, he shows interest, obviously. Like, he shows an interest in paying attention to the, you know, the bright screen, the controllers. You know, until you know, a year or two later, when he starts to realize, like, you know, how to play very simple games, that'll be it. I mean, he already knows how to use my phone. He sits there and he swipes up and down. Like, he doesn't know how to. He has no apps or anything, but he's getting there. I should introduce him to Genshin Impact. That's a gacha game, right? I just have to make sure that none of my credit card information is linked on my phone. The horror stories I hear of people who give their kids their phone or their tablet to keep them quiet And before they know it, they're playing a game and they've just bought like $1,000 of crystals or something. And they're like, oh, I'm trying to go get my money back from Apple. Good luck. And like, no, you should be a smart parent and not have your credit card linked to anything on there. That would be the smart call. So the central branch of the guild in Gransel sent a request for aid. They claim to have received an official mission directly from the leadership of the Royal Army. No, the smart thing would be to not give your kid the phone. Like, I've had the thought of, like, No. So I don't give him the phone as a babysitter. It's not. He generally keeps to himself. He wants it, but I don't give it to him all the time, obviously. But, like, you could argue, like, people put their kids in front of TVs, that, you know, they put themselves in front of toys. But the older he gets, he's in the realm of, he's going to be using a tablet, smartphone. That's going to be his life. It's going to be utilized heavily in his education. Even hearing now, like, where kids are not in school and they're doing online learning, like, it's all done on the computer and through apps and everything. Like, I feel like when I was a kid, that wasn't a thing. Like, I couldn't ask my parents for a phone. They didn't have one to give unless they gave me the landline. But that's just what it is now. Yeah, school's ever open. They keep pushing it back a month here and there all the time. But the schools, at least around where I am, are... I mean, you can't tell kids to avoid each other. That's the problem. Like, so they don't want the kids to miss their education, but at the same time, the problem has always been, and I've explained this, you know, I don't have a school-aged child yet, but as the kids who, like guys that I work with who have kids who are school-aged, the problem has been, so let me show the example, like what happens at my work. So we relatively take this COVID-19 situation very seriously, as most people do. So I'm not supposed to go into work if I'm sick, period. If I have sniffles, cough, sneeze, whatever, right? And that's fine, that's great. But the problem is, like, it also falls upon, like, well, you live with your wife or your kids who may also show symptoms of COVID. And because COVID symptoms are very similar to the common flu and cold, that also means they don't want you coming to work. So you got little Jimmy who goes to school, hangs out with another 30 kids, can't tell him to avoid everybody. He's going to play and have recess with everybody. He's going to get sick. He's going to get the sniffles. He's going to come home, have dinner with the parents and everybody else, and they're going to get sick. So they're causing the problems for the parents, and thus if you don't work from home, like I don't work from home, I can't do my job from home. I would have to stay home if my kid was sick. Because it would be COVID symptoms, right? So then the problem is, like, okay, well, not only is the kid home, but also the parents are home. Parents are making money. It all becomes full circle. How do you escape this? You want everyone to stay home and not go into work or school sick, but you have to have a proper plan in place so that you're paying these people so that they can stay at home sick. Now they're doing that, but it still has become a far bigger issue, and obviously it's new to everybody. Like, what do you do? I don't know. I mean, we're working on getting the vaccine out to everybody. Of course, everyone else is getting it. Canada is a little bit slow on that, where they're expecting like September to October to have everybody vaccinated. And then, you know, you hear of every other country in the world, like, I don't know, in America. Like, have you even gotten your vaccine shot card? Like, I'm hearing many people, like, depends where you live. Some people have already gotten their first. Some people have to wait a month or two. But, like, I was, like, we had, like, a calculator thing. Like, you can sort of get an idea of when you're supposed to get yours. So because I still work and have to go into places, I'll probably get my first shot come June or July. Like, if you work in a long-term home, you're going to get, like, you should be getting it. If you work in a hospital, you should be getting your first shot. But it's taking its sweet time. Yeah, they did. I mean, but that went with what we were talking about earlier. No one's going to say anything ill of China because it's going to cost you dearly as a country. That's the end of it. It's that simple. Or is this where we're going to tell Tita that, no, you're done? We're done this chapter, so you don't get to come along with us. So all those points that we threw to you to upgrade your Sepith and everything, no more. Can't have any of that coming along with us. Sorry. Alright, looks like we're going to keep Tita. That's good. Should be a great help to us. Fantastic. You're not selling a new product here. Is he working on a new fleshlight up on the 5th floor or what? We'll take care of her. She'll be under the guild eyes. Alright, it's not like I wanted to say goodbye. Anyway, we'll be counting on you. Great. Have I saved yet? No, but I'm assuming this is the end of the chapter. So it'll come up and offer us a save before the end of the chapter. Unless my game crashes, which I swear to God, I hope it doesn't, but we have had one hard crash back to the desktop with this game. And that sucked. I lost about an hour, which I had to make up on my own time, so... The fact that you just brought that up makes me worry that it's just going to hard crash right now. Although there would be an autosave. There is autosaves that generally save before you enter rooms or after a major battle, so I wouldn't have lost too much. I would stop playing, yes. I did that the last time it crashed. It crashed after a battle, and I was like, oh, well, that's the end of that, so we're not going to be doing that. But there we have the end of the chapter. It's going to offer me to save. We are done. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning on in. A solid, almost 4-hour stream. We're rocking on through this. Real monsters. Real monsters indeed. As Kenny Omega says, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning on in. As always, goodbye and good night. See you later, guys. All the best. Bye. Get out. I'd be puss too. Pissed, puss, whatever. All the best. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next time. Probably Friday. I work the next 2 days. So we'll see you then, guys. All the best.